I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Morning, everybody.
I'll go get them. Budget.
She has it all laying there. I did talk to her this morning and that. And
Okay,
pretty good.
yeah, I was here yesterday and went through some.
Okay, and then there's a couple things when you come in.
Didn't want to put it in.
And I will explain all that later someday. Good morning. Third round, third recorder. I'm probably gonna yell in that.
5 minutes over.
Yeah.
On top of the phone.
Okay. So you guys have already started looking at all of these. Very excited before I left for convention. We got all of the tax valuations, so they would get you good numbers.
What is that?
Hmm?
What is
What is that?
we got the tax evaluation Friday, right?
On Friday, yeah, so the mill's worth, 21,787. And so we have 112.92 mils.
112?
Yeah, 100. Anyway, but that was all on your. Here she was.
Right there.
So I don't know what you want, so, okay, we're gonna start with the road.
Yes.
Or do you want, okay, so I've got a couple of things, so and it does have to do with the road. In the claims today, we have all of the gravel, things from the. bidding.
Contractor?
Yeah, from the contractor. So it comes up to over what we have in the, in gas tax. So in gas tax, but in gas tax, we have 30,000 that we budget for culverts. And then I put the balance, which is just over 149,000. I'm wondering if you want to just, because we rarely spend a lot on culverts, if you want to do 10,000 in culverts, but make the gas tax 169, and then that way we're only having to journal voucher 18,000 to take out of road. Because
Okay.
we are over that amount. Otherwise, it would be 30, almost 40,000 that we're taking out of road. You guys can think about that.
So culverts, how many culverts do you usually?
Well, last year, we're pretty caught up on culverts, Clarence. I think we put in a lot of money in culverts last year. Yeah, I think that'd be the way to go. And then
Okay,
You guys good with that? And then on how much, if we take 169 out gas tax, how much is left?
so there's nothing left in gas tax, it's just that we only have to take 18,000 out of the roads and streets for the road. Which I think that there's 200,000 in that one. Okay, let me mark this down. Okay, so there's that one.
Isn't the gravel though that we lay on the road, goes under road and streets this year? For the contractor?
That's what she was saying is the fact that the bills have now come in for all the gravel that we purchased. And so what it's done, it's emptied out the gas tax fund. And so what she's doing is line item changes because we don't, she had 40 in culverts or 30?
30 in culvert.
So we're just gonna put 10 in culverts and put the 20 into, and then they'll only have to take the 18
Right.
out of the bill.
Right,
And that covers the gravel that we've already paid for, that we have purchased.
right. And you do want to take the gravel out of the gas tax so that you're not taking quite as much out of road. And so this way is, that's,
Oh,
so, yeah. So
That
that
didn't I explain it? Apparently, yeah. Okay.
So here's the.
So do you have your revenue things here too, what you're anticipating? The revenue side of it, okay.
In there. Oh. I just didn't write it down.
Oh,
It's
okay.
139.
So 139,901 is all we're getting from the gas tax for this year. And there was, what? 14,000 in the cash.
Right, and a couple of years ago, the gas tax, there were 2 months of gas tax that were accidentally put into 911, which that is getting put back in, that's what
Yeah,
this, yeah, that's what that is, so that if they.
so that's gonna put 25,000 more in, so it's giving us 179,368.
Yeah.
So, and then there's 169 that's already been. So we have 10,000,
It's gone,
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
gone.
yeah, it's gone,
okay.
you have 10,000, right, you have 10,000 left for culverts. It's gravel.
That should do it.
Okay, so here's another
I
one,
don't think we have much choice, let's just
Yeah.
go with that,
No, yeah,
just kind of watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we got a bill for a grader. 35,781 and change.
Tim, I didn't think this was coming till 26.
what is it?
It's that buyback one we did.
Yeah. Or,
What do you mean buyback?
Well, when we upgraded to that, when we did that buyback.
Oh,
the rent to buy deal.
yeah, that great deal that we brought to.
It is a good deal, but it kind of hurt us too. I see what you're saying, though. But I thought it wasn't coming until 26. But it says due date 9/9/25.
So where's the contract that we didn't have to, we need,
I think.
the documentation where it says,
Call him today
Okay.
and I'll check in on,
Okay.
when Paul comes, he can check in on, get a
Okay.
hold of it, he can do that. Okay,
So we've got 60,000 in the capital outlay, and then we still have like 11,000 in the LATCF capital outlay for so do you want? When we pay that, like take
no,
part of it out of the
I
11
think we
and
need
then
belly
the
dump,
rest?
right? Don't you wanna get a belly dump? For with that?
Okay, so we'll just take it out of the 60 when,
yeah, out of the 61,
alright, so
yeah.
just leave that alone.
But
Okay.
let's find out on this first before we,
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, it's not in her pile, it's right there, so we'll. There is
Okay.
the road.
so,
That's what we went over last week, right?
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, that's the road, right?
I'll watch that.
this
That's
one,
what we went over last week.
Yeah.
After we did our numbers.
Okay, yeah, so what she came down with, she got it down to 149. Or 1,497,293. And, she was able to put 41,798 into the reserve. And,
did,
bring
However,
down,
that is using the build money, we just.
right,
Yeah, we just,
we do that,
yeah.
did you, bring up that we weren't hiring nobody full-time?
yeah, we took that out.
Yeah.
And that's where we were able to put some reserve money in and put some money in outlay.
Yeah, so just as you guys requested, I took that one full-time out and bumped up the overtime to 300.
Did you
Yeah.
find anything out about the forest reserve?
I'm waiting on a call.
Okay,
Good
because,
result.
because I mentioned the Forest Service reserve money, is it discretionary? Can we throw it into possibly like the dam? Or into,
I thought Blaine said we could,
Yeah.
I thought when we talked about Blaine, said he said yes, I thought he looked something up there and he
Yeah, I thought he
said.
said we
Oh,
could.
we said, well, that'll
the
help
dam
us on that budget,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay, I'll visit with you. So the road,
yeah,
we're all,
just to make sure that we can do it.
we're all good with the road?
Yes,
Yeah.
road's good.
Okay.
Is the road good to you guys?
Okay.
It's scary, but it's.
So another thing that I thought about was the Area 5, are doing still the contract with the hospital to
But
do.
we don't get nothing out of it, we're just.
It's just a pass through.
Cause
Yeah,
they won't
right.
do it, they won't do it with the hospital, so it has to go through here.
Right, so, I contacted Joe. He said it's not too late to get this going, to keep it going. And he sent me the budget and stuff, so, I don't know if you guys need to,
So what do you mean?
it's just the amount of money that
I know,
we're
but
getting.
isn't the hospital supposed to do that?
Yes. That's what's done down, all it was supposed to do, they're supposed to do their own, and it was just to transfer the money through here, cause otherwise
Right.
they can't do it. But they're
Okay, well, I'll
supposed
talk
to,
with them.
Okay, but maybe it has to go through
Our
the county.
budget.
Right, it comes,
And
that's,
so it, you go into the
Yeah.
treasurer and then out to them, and so the county has to budget for it.
what, how much is it, 27 or something?
I think it's 34,
Oh, it went up.
36,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, this year. So, yeah, I think that, and I don't know what the contract is that you guys, if you just did like a yearly one. And if you need to, I talked with Blaine on Friday.
We did that.
Find out.
We did it as yearly, cause we thought Brian was gonna take it over and do it themselves. We were helping out just to make sure that it would still
Okay.
go through. And then I assumed that they were taking it over, cause we don't,
Okay, so.
they hired the person and everything.
And so talking with Joe, it didn't sound like anybody had talked with them and that maybe this is the way that it does, you know, like what you were saying, maybe it does have to come
It's just a pass.
through. It's just a pass through.
Well, I think
So,
you
I'll
got
find out.
that, and he says, yes, we can still do that, we need to do that, is that okay with?
Yeah, it's no money out of it.
And
We're
then if necessary, visit with Brian at a future date and say, okay, we did it for you this year.
But
Or
you,
find out from Joe if it has to go through.
Right, yeah, that will be my next question.
Yeah.
I just assumed that it did, and that's why I contacted
there
him.
was something
And
that,
he had said that nobody had, you know, and I just assumed, so that would be my next question to him, to find out whether they can take it over or not. And, you know,
there was
or
something
we have-
about it, they couldn't. That's
okay,
the way it was set up, it had to come through us.
okay. So that's, again, why I contacted him, because I think it's a good thing, and if the money's there, and if they're using it properly, I think that they just had to report to Joe and
They
let
got
him know
all
that they
the
were doing the
paperwork
right
of
stuff.
What they're doing.
Right, that's it.
Yeah.
They just have to show that they're doing the right stuff so that they can continue getting the money, but it has to go through us, and that's what I think. I will. make
Pretty
sure.
sure that's the way it was.
Okay, the Flint Creek project, it's the same as what you guys looked at last week, but,
Okay,
so we're gonna
so
find out about it.
this is where I thought we could throw some forest reserve money.
I was
into.
sure we could, but I thought you said we could. I
Let
don't
me-
know how much is there, but I thought there was something that would
There's
really
like
help.
80,000.
There's 85, 3
But we didn't want to drain it all, it was just gonna take, I think, like 60 or something.
Yeah, leave 20
Wasn't that
something, yep, leave 20 in
Yeah,
there.
whatever we can take, there's also the CARES thing too, how much is in that?
I don't think there was that much.
And that was discretionary. The CARES thing is the one where we actually got paid back from the sheriff's stuff, and I think you didn't put that 2 million in that, did you? You put it
No,
in
no,
there.
that was something
Okay.
that, LATCF is something different, it was the 29. Okay, 29. 3 cares, there's still 96,000 in there, in the cares.
So that would be something, if
What's that one for?
that is a COVID thing.
Oh,
It is sitting there, we've got it for COVID and we can spend it, it's at our discretion.
Was there a time frame on that, or?
Nope, that one
Right,
is,
cause remember that other one, that's why we started dumping.
right, the ARPA was,
Yeah.
oh,
but the cares is different.
So we got like 170,000 total on both, with both those then? Between the forest or
Say that again.
with the forest and the cares, you say 90 something for the cares?
Cares, there's 96 in cares and there's 85 in the forest, so. We'll get confirmation on all of that and.
180,000.
So the CARES thing, do we wanna keep that as something for health? Anything for health?
I think we don't want drain, just take out so much and maybe split it or something. Just to help on that Flint Creek project.
But like the forest reserve, if we can throw that in, because dam is in the books.
Okay, so, well, I'll get confirmation on both those and you're thinking half of the cares.
Yeah, cause it, just in case, there's, you never know, you
So
know.
half CARES going where?
To the Dam? Is that what you're thinking?
to the
Okay.
dam
To
situation.
dam.
Cause I know the sheriff, you know, he was talking about some windows and stuff to bust or cracking and stuff, so we gotta make sure.
Okay, that'd be out of county building.
But I mean, if the guy happened to, you know, now you're thinking of all the shit.
Okay, so here's another thing that, she did, and that is countywide mills. She was able to get the 112.92, and she put what,
6515 is that.
65.15 goes in the general fund.
Mhm.
Well, that'll help on that.
Okay, and the reason for that is that's in the outlay and that's in the maintenance, so if there is cracks in the windows and stuff, then.
Yeah. I don't know if that was, yeah, it was brought up a while ago, I was just thinking of stuff.
Solid waste. That one looks good. I mean, we'll need to know how many units there are, but that you just don't ever get that until later. For some reason.
He should have that on a file, but now, cause of doing all this new stuff we did, he should be right on, cause.
I haven't even, but yeah, it's
You
usually.
gotta keep the county, you know, make sure they're not, and if they're buying, there's people been buying more, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and that's, yeah, so maybe I'll talk with him, because we've always gotten that from Myrna, you know, waiting around trying to get
Yeah,
that
he
number.
should
So
have it
maybe
all.
I'll talk to
Yeah.
Scott and see what, and speaking
He
of
should.
Scott. So I don't know if you, or, you know, I was just throwing it out there.
Okay, Scott doesn't have a job description. His description is, if you remember correctly, it got thrown into the treasurer's office and she had a clerk that she said, and she would handle it. So what they were going on is the job description for project manager and said he isn't the project manager. So I don't know who would write the job description for Scott. Would that be the treasurer? Or would that be us?
Well,
you.
Should be us,
Uh-huh.
because we're the ones that, we don't want him all of a sudden, you know, we don't want project manager, cause then we're right back to
No,
square
that
one.
word project manager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're
Because
still have enough trouble.
His job description was never written. And that would have been Lynn Anderson was never written. She was written up as a clerk, and that's all she was written up as.
So I guess that'd be next agenda, put it on the agenda
Yeah.
to do his job description.
So,
And then we gotta find out really for sure from her and there what he's all doing, so we can put it there.
We try to get like a, what, solid waste administrative? Admin, I mean.
Yeah, there's something where it don't get too,
Who wrote this?
I did.
Okay,
That's me, that's not talking to anybody else, that's
okay,
me,
so, yeah, okay, this is,
yeah.
his description needs written, he needs to, there's some job descriptions that he does that was in the project manager job description, which the treasurer chose to tell the former project manager those were his duties now, because he had never done them. And so I brought it to the treasurer's attention if we wanted to talk
Sorry.
about putting on, getting his job description rewritten.
well, before we jump up, we'll look at it and then go over it and then see where we're gonna put it.
And,
Is
yeah,
that what you're thinking, Lawrence?
Yeah,
if you did that in my grade or something, that's, anyway, so, okay, that wasn't, anybody, nobody came over from there saying anything, no, I'm just,
Oh, no, we're just,
well, we need to set it.
As I'm doing-
because-
yeah.
well, that's the whole thing, you know, that's why we're going over a lot of these job descriptions, right?
anyway, and the solid waste is good, I mean, I have with anticipated and with what I put in for units as opposed to what,
So did you
there's
use-
$50,000.
Did you use last year's units or?
Kind of, yeah.
See, we should
Kinda
have
look
quite
at
a
what
few
we
more
can.
units this year, cause they've been buying a
Mhm.
lot. Cause that was the whole
So-
deal, that they could go in and buy a unit
Yeah.
instead of
Yeah.
overages. And
So, well, I'll
cheaper.
check with Scott, I'll check
We
with
could
Scott,
have-
I'll see if that.
Okay, on that, just a second, on that situation, what we need to do is how many units we need, how many units we're gonna anticipate that they're gonna purchase.
Mhm.
That would be in the anticipated part of it.
Right, and that's where I have it.
Yeah.
Is,
And so that would
and then if
come
there's more,
from,
that's great.
Okay, that would come from Scott, because he has that information and he should be able to.
And so, and like I said, with what I did there, there still is like a $50,000 between what the budget is and what everything anticipated to come in. So, you know, we've got that much. It's not under, it's over. So it's good.
Okay, so,
And there might even be more then.
I know there was a bunch of businesses that had to buy more, Chris. We
Yeah.
did
Quite a
that
few.
meeting- We had that meeting in what, April or end of March, they all came in.
so, for solid waste. We need that on the agenda for the job description. Do we want Scott in here to talk to us about it?
Probably about that, maybe about the second half of it, let's go over it
Okay.
first, we know what we're doing and
Okay.
saying.
Yeah.
And then, cause it's gonna be kinda hectic, and then that way we can do it with our
Okay.
house, no, you
Yeah.
know, but then,
Okay.
and then we can just do
Okay.
it.
And then go through it with them and
Yeah,
do our
have them
changes.
sign on. The only other thing in, where it you got capital outlay in there, there's 30,000 in it. Just in case that, like the Drummond site and
Mhm.
backhoe, it's
So do
coming,
we have that or do we wanna put,
I thought you put it, or no, you didn't.
okay, so you want 30 in there?
Well, I'm just trying to think, cause that's gonna be the next problem, is that backhoe down there,
Is the budget strong enough to put 30 in?
let's get by this year.
Oh,
Let's get
oh
by
yeah,
this.
that's what was talked
Right,
about
yeah,
last time. I was in
we
here,
have to
getting by.
Spring.
That's
Yeah,
why I
we'll
did
start
the end of
looking.
their fiscal
I'll get
year.
hers out and start looking, find something used.
So is that what we're doing with solid waste, is we're gonna start saving money to get one, so
Yeah.
we'd want
Yeah.
it
Do you want it,
into the capital project.
right, so
Capital
how
project.
much do you wanna put, cause we do have that.
How much does the backhoe cost? Can
How
we
would
get-
you want me to
Well,
put 5,000
we're not
in this
buying it.
year or 10,000 in this year, but just something that we can,
Put 10 in
10?
this year, and then that way, if we have to, you know, we have a little bit we can put down, if we have to go on, if something seriously happens, we don't.
cause solid waste does have a capital project, I think we looked at it and there was quite a bit, I thought there was, no, we pulled money out of this.
Shouldn't always
So
have
do
a
you
rep.
have the capital project, what's in what?
No, I had that last time, it's not here anymore.
Think 10 would be enough, you wanna go like 15?
Well, no, it should be there because,
Cause
That was gonna.
I mean, just for each
Okay.
individual one.
Yes.
I pulled that last time for
20,
you
I
guys.
think.
I mean, they're gonna, we don't, yeah, we ain't gonna go buy a new one, cause you seen the other one.
Yeah, if we got room, I'd probably put 15 in there and then next year.
Just gonna have to get by this year, and just gonna have to really take it easy on it, have to tell them, man, you gotta quit. See the doors all gone
Bang
again.
on, yeah.
Just wanna make sure we try to remember everything that. You know, that might hit us. And that's the only thing I can see on solid waste is, that one down there, this one's good out here, and then that one down there, we've had it welded, but we're just gonna have to try to get by this year.
Yep.
so you can see how much is in capital project. And that,
Thought we had,
so maybe they meant fiscal 26 instead of,
well, I thought he said 26, I could have swore he said 26, cause we weren't gonna worry about this year until
do you
next.
remember when we were discussing that, about what time frame, so we could look it up in the minutes?
Shit, I can't remember, once we could call, I'll call, or have Paul call him right away. Then he can get right back with us this morning, cause we're working on it, okay?
Solid waste, there's 62,000 in the solid waste.
I think I put 15 in that, just so we have
Yep.
cause then if, we can always use that if something breaks down, that other as a kind of reserve.
Yep.
Is that all right with you, Bunch?
Yeah, yeah. So there is 62 in there.
There's 62 in there.
Okay, and you're looking at some interest. I don't know what's
And
interesting.
there might even be more, you know, once you find out how many they bought and stuff and people have paid and that.
Yeah.
He should have had that all in for you on the budget. I mean, that shouldn't be all right up to
No
date, that,
one, but yeah, we didn't,
I'm not, I'm just
Well,
saying.
This
I
didn't
don't
go,
know if
this didn't go to
we're
anybody, I mean, and the one that
Okay,
it went to Paul first, and then we didn't get it back, and so I reprinted it.
Is he putting it in a different line item in revenue for when people purchase?
I don't know, I'll find out
That might
later.
be a better paper trail so that we can anticipate.
There was cash too, remember, if people paid.
Yeah, even
so-
so, he has to put it in that line item revenue account.
Disposal charge, well, it looks like that, because we've got the disposal charges, maybe, is that stuff that's
I don't know,
coming
we
in?
could call him.
I'll ask,
Ask
because
So-
that's pretty high, I mean, that one for last year, I mean, it's always been around 30,000, and it jumped up to 73 this last
That's
year.
where they're
So-
putting it
That
down.
might
Yeah,
pay
but that
half
must
the
be-
Units, cause I
Yeah,
mean,
and I budgeted 50 for it. That might be. So, is that,
first time I've been in black in 20 years. Solid waste, hasn't fire.
That Todd.
Huh?
Todd, his son.
okay, so Pilt, it's to be determined still, we'll do 500 for road. The absences, that's a normal one that goes in just to balance out the for if everybody quit. we
So-
can't pay them all.
If you did have how much coming out of road
500 is what you,
before?
oh, before I had 536,
Okay, so we saved 36.
something like that, I can't tell.
And it will, in Flint Creek project,
So we don't know what
We
that,
don't
right
know,
now it's
yeah.
at 370, but if we can do it from other places, then it won't be quite that much.
And we should be finding out, have we ever heard anything on them grants we applied for, that
Mhm.
last grant?
no,
Might wanna check on them. Just to see.
Jeremiah kind of doing those.
Yeah, Jeremiah, and then we have
Yeah,
the
we'll
sheet
get ahold of
one.
him and check,
And
see what,
it's
then we should have
the
another
dam,
state one, I know.
the dam.
Yeah, that 75,000 one that we usually get every year, that should be coming up again.
Cause I think like, what do we need to pay by September or whatever, it's gonna be like 200,000 this year, right? Well, I guess it'd be the whole thing, it'd be fiscal year, the next one be May,
For what?
Dingo. That was
But
one.
I
Inspection.
think he's talking about that part 12 and all that, that's 340.
Oh, okay.
We could split it
Whatever
or
the-
pay it, we could split it or pay
Yeah,
it.
and that's in the budget right there now where we're gonna do it in 2 years.
Yeah.
And that's where she is anticipating money coming from
Mhm.
Filt, or if we can do the CARES for sure.
Mhm.
So we wanna split the CARES and then get the Pilt.
And the
Not
forest
so much.
reserve maybe.
Right.
And the forest reserve.
So we
Yeah,
have,
so we'll, yeah,
so we have half left in care, so now we have like 48,000 left in there.
Who cares at 96 and if we took, yeah.
Took half to go to road, right?
no,
Or-
that was going to the dam.
Or half was going to the dam, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we possibly come up with 80,000 or 90,000. With out of the forest. By
Forest only have
How much is in forest reserve? 85?
85.
In the old one.
well, so that'd be 100 grand, we took 60 out of that, and left 25 in the forest reserve. And then we wouldn't have to take so much out of pill.
Well, that's what
Right.
we're
Yeah.
looking at right now is see
So
what
we'll-
other funds we can take in from besides Pilt.
yeah, so we've got to have the cares and we'll find out about the old.
Yeah.
Title III, and then I'll be able to get back
So
to you about all of that.
The Title III, old
Old,
Title III is what's
Yeah.
discretionary. And do we have allocated the new title?
so, well, there you go, if we can use that, so yes. There's some radar, some stalker radars, and so all of this stuff. Whenever like the sheriff's office or other people ask, then Blaine contacts the RAC group. And they say whether they think it's, yes, that's something that can be done, or no, better not. So anyway, contacted them about some radar I've got all of the information in here if you want it, and they're actually ordered because it's all okay. It's from the sheriff's office. It was okay from the force of the rack people. So these radars and then also the K9 vehicle. They thought that that was a good plan too. And then the water storage from the Georgetown Fire District. They've got a whole plan for that and the forest people thought that that was really good, and that was 200.
We just signed, or something was just in one of our meetings about the canine and the water pond up there for the fire. Here a couple weeks ago.
So anyway, with all of that stuff, there's still is 22,000. So this can be used, because from our understanding, and they keep pushing it back, but they have not this year. So from our understanding, this all needs to be allocated
For this
by
year.
December 31st. So whatever is left over, if we can use it toward the debt, then that could be so that. Okay,
What else can we use it for?
anything out on the forest?
Anything for us to, how about dam situation? No.
Yeah, right, that's what I'm saying, if we can use it for that, then that balance of the allocation that we don't, there's like 22,000
Yeah.
left. That still needs to
Throw it
be
into
allocated before,
Where we can throw it into the dam where there is cash flow.
right, if we can, then that
Yeah.
would alleviate some of the.
And
stuff
then
that's
just
taking out.
zero it out.
So we're not sending any of it back and.
Yeah.
Utilizing all of it,
So did Blaine say we could, or?
I don't know, that's
Do
what,
you, are you seeing where I'm coming from, Scott?
Oh,
sorry.
Nevertheless.
This is the new one, this is the one that we have. And the difference between the old one we gotta keep, the new one we had to allocate before 26. So we had to allocate before December of 26.
for
Which,
January, yeah,
December of
before,
25.
yeah,
of 25
by the end of December of 20, we have to allocate it by
by
this
26.
December,
fiscal 26.
Yes.
Okay. So
December 31st.
we wanna zero it out. Okay, so she's saying there's 22,000 left. If we can throw the 22,000 into Flint Creek project just for some cash flow for revenue.
Can you put it in that bridge and tunnel improve?
Yeah, I mean, that would, if you have bridges or something that helps you get to the forest, then, I mean, there's a lot of counties that use the money.
We go right
For
through the
that.
Forest Service to
Right.
get to the dam.
Yeah, I mean, and that has always been one suggestion
Yeah.
every single year.
You have to cross the dam to get to the forest. You have to go over the
That's why
mountain.
we
and
always
through the
thought
woods,
we'd get that other rat money too, remember?
over the mountain and through the woods.
Yeah,
Remember when we was trying to get that rat money? Cause that's where it was always crossing through to get, we never did get it after Marine, yeah.
But this way we have the money, we don't have to ask for it. If we can use it for that, then
okay,
They didn't the Forest Service use our rat money, took our rat money, used it on their own roads. And then that's when we were having a big conflict, that was really supposed to come to us. And they took it, used it.
huh?
Should Ashley come in? She's asking.
I don't know.
What's that?
Okay, so here is the rest of the ARPA monies that we have, and this is what has been doing the elevator and the ADA bathrooms and all of that. So we still have, 136,254. Do we know what the balance is on this project?
No, cause we got two more claims here, but.
Okay, so so
Thank you.
this is how much we have in these funds left. We will deplete these, and then if there's anything else for this
it
project,
have to come out.
it'll have to built or county building or.
Well, if there's anything left on it, can't we save it for the rest?
Right.
We've got.
There isn't gonna be anything left on it, we're probably, I mean, if there's anything left. Yeah, but I don't think there will be, I think we'll be,
I think we're gonna be matched right now.
which is kind of what you're,
I think that's what we
Intent was.
only did it, cause we've had a lot of change orders and stuff.
yeah.
really showed
So,
up.
and if
but
there,
we knew
if
that was
there's a
gonna
few dollars left, then we'll just take it out of county building or we'll ask you where you would like to take it out of.
happen. It says balance to finish, including retainage, is 218,000,
218,000, so that's about another,
100,000.
80,000, 90,000, yeah. So,
I would rather it be out of Pilt than county building, because I think we've got
We're
our
gonna-
roof in county building. So we don't know what the roof is gonna, how much do we have budgeted and outlay in maintenance in county building?
okay. So we're done with, I mean, we know.
So we
what this
saved-
is.
We saved 36,000 from the road. And we also are gonna save some for the Flint Creek project. So I think we need to do the balance from this, and then there's a better paper trail. Did we take any at all out of county building, or did we we did the capital project for the elevator, capital project, LATC and ARPA?
Yeah, and I think that last year we did take a little bit out of Pilt because we thought that it was
We
gonna be
always
done.
said we were gonna square it out
Yeah.
with Hill, just
Okay.
to make sure that it's done.
Yeah,
Wrote that down. Okay, and then these are your guys' copies, let me see what this is, 2189172. Okay. I'm gonna give that back to you. Okay,
So that's the end deal, right?
That's what it says.
There's two of those too.
What do you want?
There's two pay applications. Separate, they're not all stapled together, we should have 16 and 17.
There's another one for 88,000.
Yeah.
okay,
But one's 86,
yeah, so what is the bottom line on?
86,
Oh, okay.
395.
So that looks like that's. That two.
Are these two
See, on the
separate
back
ones?
page, it's saying the balance to finish is 101 plus the 70.
Oh, okay.
I go to the back of here, but I don't know if I'm reading right.
Right, well, so that's probably after you paid these
Oh.
two, maybe?
Maybe.
So I'll have to look at that, but regardless, whatever is over. Because we still need to pay those two out of the 136. So whatever, so 136,
For the same price.
Should we have two different pay applications?
okay, somebody.
Okay, so
calculator.
they're different. We've got one for 148, 872.
Right, there's two different bills, so we've got.
Remember they
Project
came down
number.
and get from in, and then last week when they were in here, they said
Right,
that
those
we two claims.
17.
If they screwed up.
Okay, I forgot.
Seven,
for
16
June.
and 17, so we've got 41, 7. And 44, 5. So.
Oh, yeah, 41 and 44.
Let's turn on.
Yeah.
Ah,
that's what
there,
it is.
got it.
86, 395.
She submitted them at the same time.
Minus,
So take 86, yeah, 395 out of it, and that'll be what we have left.
40, and then. Okay,
That's what
so
they-
there's like
they're showing
46,
total.
Okay,
after paying these, there'll be like.
Okay,
So we still, and I'm sure there's will be more bills. Okay, so
Okay.
but whatever is
let's,
over,
let's just start over here. Got me a little confused.
Okay.
We do.
And when I'm confused, I'm confused.
yeah.
So,
Okay, so let me get this and then I will tell you where we're at.
okay, what is this? What is this last sheet? Balance to finish, when it says 148. 872. On that one, and it says 101, 556.
So this must
And
be
they're taking,
number 16.
they're taking this payment of the 41,000 right here. That's what we got paying on this claim.
Okay,
And
Mhm.
44,000 on
On the other.
yep, so 80.
okay, so this balance doesn't
Eight total.
mean anything back here.
Now,
Right, well, it's to finish, so right now, whatever the balance is. And then we're gonna subtract the 41,777, and so then this is gonna be what, to finish the project,
after we pay
Yeah.
the 41, this back one saying that's what we owe there, and then we pay them the other 44, and that's what we say, and we're down to 100.
So we'll owe 72, 410 and 70, 045. Is that correct?
So we gotta pay him.
So there's 85,000
Yeah.
or 86,000.
That's what we're paying him
off the
today
total.
for both these.
For both these, yeah, I get it. But then you've got, and this is balance left, does that have anything to do with it? What does retainage mean?
And that's where we're holding back.
What do you mean holding back?
We're gonna walk through it and mark that first.
Just the-
So then we'll owe that.
Punch list.
But that should have been taken out first. So the original contract sum was 1.4, and then now that changed by change order is 86, so then down to finish everything, including retaining, is 173,000.
Okay, and is that at the end of the
Job.
job number 17 here? Okay, the 16 and 17.
That's the 17,
Okay.
not 16.
Okay, so we're gonna pay 86 today.
Do you want a copy of these, Sarah?
I'm gonna need them, yeah, we'll get them prepared.
So 86 today, right?
Yeah, so we
Okay.
got 136.
That makes
Minus,
sense, once you go through the items there, Blanche, it works better, yeah, if, start from the, yeah.
Okay.
so we'll still have,
Cause see, we're holding that 5.01 of completed
Yeah.
work till it's done, full retainage, yeah.
so we'll still have 50.
We'll start out there and then this is what we're gonna pay today and everything. Breaks it up over, change.
So, yeah, so we'll still have 50,000 in the LATCF funds and then whatever is over that will come out of.
Yes,
So,
That's what we thought.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
yeah, so because we did ARPA, we did PILT, and we did capital project, that's where we budgeted the original 1.4 capital project that we were saving for our elevator. Now we're saving for the boiler. Or boiler,
boiler, roof, or, thank you.
okay, I get it. So,
Okay, yeah,
to finish the project, then the rest comes out of PILT. Okay.
yeah, so, yes.
Okay.
Okey dokey, so. I think that was all of that. There was some question about the county health and why the mills were down on that one, and that's because, the hours were spread out. Yeah,
I think
yeah,
but
that.
I think he told me that.
Oh, okay. I just didn't know, it's been a long time, sorry.
No, we talked about that.
Okay, all right, so here's the general fund one. And so this is over the years, what the budgets were, and then this is what it is for,
And how much reserve are we doing?
it's like 22%.
Okay.
There's what it's, up to, so like what was requested is that I put more into capital outlay and maintenance in the county building. And then whatever was left over, put that into, add it to the reserve for the county health. And when I did these, I just went through every single budget and for what the people were asking for. And, didn't change anything, just did what they were asking for to see where we were at, and it was really good. And so in this one, it does include the halftime person with benefits for the treasurer's
It does.
office. It does. That's how I did it initially, rather than
Yeah,
looking at what it
well,
would.
yeah,
be.
because that was requested.
Cause that was
Yeah.
requested, and it looked really good. Yeah, and then since then, we've put a little more, but as reserve, we were able to put even more in. So, I think they're very busy over there. And I think that it would be a good thing, but that's not my decision. I'm just letting you know that the money looks good. So.
Okay, so what other?
What's the airport? Are they sitting okay?
Yeah,
Cause they
spending
get
lots of money.
They have a bunch of grants and
Okay.
stuff that they've.
Did you bring them up
I just think that they always sit like a 68 when they come and do them.
here?
Folks bring them monthly
Two.
from over here. So I was just curious on how much, where they're sitting.
And they were there.
Okay, I made a suggestion, sorry, I didn't mean to.
And I didn't do it.
No, I just,
I made a suggestion to Sarah that with the airport, we should bring it up to 2 mils,
But I
but you
didn't.
didn't do it. I really think we should put 2 mils with the airport. So if that
is
was,
that
Yeah,
true
they-
of fees?
Hmm?
For both of them, or you just?
well, for both of them, we only have one
Yeah,
airport.
so right now it's
Yeah,
at
I always thought they were
1.21,
split.
it would be adding 0.79 to them. So, but just, you know, like 18,000 is what it would, about. So I can do that and that would just, you know, it'll,
Yeah,
Come out of
because
the
they're
general
working
thing,
really
but-
hard to get the grant money and stuff.
We had extra mills left, right? That's what this is.
right, and so whatever gets in here will be taking 0.79 away from the 6515. But that's, you know, negligible. For what
How's
we
the
have been doing.
Okay. How's the ambulances sit?
So the ambulances,
I'm, Drummond's look pretty good. This one up here, is really good.
right, and it is, I mean, I can go get those if you would like me to.
Well,
Well, yeah.
unless I'm worried about this one up here, because they're spinning and then they got a claim, or not a claim, but an estimate on fixing that ambulance. I about fell over.
Right.
Fix what?
Fix the ambulance up here,
Oh,
but I think they need to.
oh, yeah, they had,
We're not taking it to
it's,
these.
were they gonna get a new bid from someone or? did-
I don't know. He's supposedly coming in, I think. and-
Maybe now that that man heads over,
Okay.
so we'll see.
So I don't, do you want to see the certified mills for each of them, or because they're,
No, you got it
Different.
figured, it's okay.
yeah, okay.
So each one of these, like the Peaburg ambulance and cemetery district one, would have the same levy.
Right.
As Drummond ambulance and district two. So that's all they're allowed, and so that in your, the meals there is just what's allowed, and that's what they get.
Yeah,
I think Drummond is pretty good. They have really pumped theirs up.
they are, and they're, now they're back on track because it was kind of that, you know, with Eagle Ambulance being in here, that kind of,
Screwed things up.
yeah, so they're back and they're getting their, you know,
Thanks.
their monies are coming in because they've got runs. They're getting the money, it's coming back in. And from what I understand, I talked with Robert.
Couple thousand, but I just probably went up.
I talked with Robert Littlejohn and he said that they did get themselves set up with Soulstone, which is the same
Yeah.
billing outfit that Drummond uses.
Okay, why is it they all use the same number, that EIE? Why don't they all have their own, so it don't,
Cause they're under the,
is that what it is?
they're under the county,
I got asked that, so that's what.
because they're under the county.
But remember, they said that they had to get their own, remember when we all sitting in
They
here?
probably have their own, Medicare or
thing, yeah.
Medicaid number.
I just
That's
don't-
probably what they have, but the EIN number, they're under the umbrella of the county. But then they're gonna have separate Medicaid or
Yeah.
Medicaid, like the county health. And the two ambulances probably have their. Those are separated. But yeah, I was very grateful to Robert that he decided to go with Soulstone. And that they have talked with them and they've
Yeah.
got that set up.
Yeah,
So their money will start coming in because they have not had any money come in for like 5 years. So, nothing,
so they've made runs, but never had.
right,
Weren't billing, and
They
I
weren't
remember
billing.
that's why, yeah, this quit doing it, because they were getting the paperwork or go chase the money.
Yeah.
so. Anyway, so that's the ambulances. Is there any anything else?
So any other questions for Sarah?
My cemeteries are all good, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this says or current chairman.
Mine said-
You all got one.
Okay. I have it through my, I
Are you sure?
got one in my mail too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Hey,
I guess that's good for today. We're getting there. Good job.
Yeah, okay, I should have more on the forest.
And we'll have Paul check on this for you.
Yes, yes,
And we'll lay it.
yeah,
there.
that's there, so that, okay,
okay,
all right, I have to leave at 9:30 for a little bit. But I will be back in case you guys have questions, so. I'll be out. For. And now. Okay, all right,
okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sarah.
uh-huh,
Thanks.
Sarah.
uh-huh.
Are we still gonna sit down for the Flint Creek project and do like what we did with the road last week, where we go through the numbers and figure out?
Well, I think we just kind of did that by saying what we're gonna take from like what we're gonna get. Not
Yeah, it wouldn't be the same like it was.
46 coming out of care, right? Whatever it is, 48,000. 6 divided by 2.
So there was what, 96 in cares.
I'm 85
Yeah.
in Forest Reserve.
So she's gonna have half. And put it into the Flint Creek project. And then we're gonna see if we could put the remaining balance of the Forest Service new into the dam
Yeah.
for, and that would be cash flow, that'd be an extra 22,000 from the Forest Service new.
But the old's got 85.
Yeah.
So we were looking at dumping 60. And keeping 25 in there.
That's what we said.
What did we say, 25 and 25 or what?
That'd give us 130,000. We take the 22 out of the new.
No, 22 is extra out of the new that we want for revenue and cash flow.
Oh. Yeah,
Just to throw it
well,
in there,
100
and then for what she's requesting for like the 2-year thing. Then we'll take out of the old and out of the cares and out of PILT. Cause there's absolutely no money in Flint Creek project. And the sales are very low.
51,000.
Hmm?
51,000. That's the worst we've ever done. Used to at least average around 180 to 100. Now just within controlling the water, what we let out.
Yeah,
It sucks. I mean, they're breaking us. Like worrying about a damn fish and they're breaking it.
Well, it's supposed to be, I heard a record snow year this year, so. I think this next spring will be flat and blocked out.
No,
did you want to get public comment on?
so. There any public comment on the budget work session? I'm just thinking.
Okay. Rolling with that, Rainbow.
He put up a bunch of emojis. It is what it is. I'm not gonna.
What, some thumbs down and stuff?
There's something we're missing, Blanche.
What are we missing?
I don't know. There's something that we talked about and I can't, just don't know.
Okay, so we got the road squared away. we've got solid waste squared away, kind of sort.
Yeah, cause once they get the. She wanting on, or is it just making faces?
She's just doing thumbs down and.
Anyway, that, find out how many units we anticipate that we get for sure, and then there should be showing how many that's been bought, so that's gonna help.
Yeah.
Know what in that lineup, cause I can't really tell what's,
Right,
we know what we should get, but
Yeah.
then after the, then,
cause she's using, there's more units. And she's using the units from last year.
should
They
be,
should have the units.
well, that's like usually I thought they could show how many units.
Well, like,
I mean,
that has come from the Department of Revenue, but usually she works with the treasurer, yeah.
cause he knows how many more they bought, so
Yeah.
it always showed what we anticipate that to get, and then there was another line, like the overage.
So, yeah, that would-
Being overage line, remember?
That would be like how many units that we do have. And then anticipate how many units he thinks he will sell.
Especially with all the new building and that, it's just,
Yeah,
this is the best way, well, at least now we
yeah,
should be able to track it.
Yeah.
He should know this,
I think so, yeah.
then on his job description, we'll just sit down and go over that, and I don't even know what he ever signed when they hired him on, he signed something, I suppose we better look in his file and see what he actually did sign.
Yeah,
Cause
Yeah,
when
I-
he come in, when they hired him and that,
because
I know it's a,
Vicky just hired him. Of course, he was considered in-house, so she didn't interview, she didn't do anything, because he was part-time janitor. So he pulled him in, and there was no interviews. And this is member Janine was all upset because she didn't even get an interview, which she should have. But this was all done. No documentation whatsoever, that's why it's such
yeah,
a,
you gotta do it.
Yeah.
Might make sure we want to put that on for next week. Gotta get that on. That's why we're going through these, everybody's worried about us looking at them, but we need to.
yeah,
I mean, we need to go through every
Yep.
single one.
yes,
Cause some of them been here quite a few years and we've never looked.
so and that's something, once we get these, figure out where the money's coming from, like for Flint Creek project, and we got the road squared away and solid waste. And we've already got the other funds.
Is there somebody else besides or do we need to talk to like Great West and see if there's something, I mean, we gotta really go after some money
Yeah.
for, some way or another, we gotta figure out how to get money for that dam.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we need to find somebody that actually just a steady grant writer. Or something that can actually go, I know Great West keeps an eye on just a few of them that they know about, but if we have to find somebody that can actually. Even on a couple of these other little things like the health nurse, stuff like
Yeah.
that. Something we need to look into. Cause they say there's money out there, but we never seem to go for them, but we do, we're not really. We don't know what we're going after, and like we had Miranda go after that one, none of us even have a clue, this is all new to her too, that's why I didn't know if there's somebody that we could actually.
Yeah, that,
Would know how to go get grants. I mean, your plate's full, you can't, I don't know what I'm saying, just,
yeah, be looking though, at least look.
do you
and
know
see if we can get-
anybody that looks into that stuff or does that stuff? I know like Joe Racky, she's really good at it, I heard.
Sue Sweeney,
Huh?
Sue Sweeney,
I don't know who that is.
Sue Johnson.
Oh, Sue Drummond.
Yeah.
She really, I mean, she did a heck of a job for getting grants for the school.
You think a guy
I mean-
could talk to her and just see what it costs or something? I mean, if we don't start trying to get some of these others for this dam, it's. And then like the health nurses, they can watch their own health nurse, but, there's just stuff that's out there.
I mean, it's almost full-time job now to find grants, be a grant writer,
Yeah, to write them.
to write them.
I mean, I can look, I don't know about writing them.
Okay, so how many grants have we, actual commission has put out, has applied for?
Jeremiah's done one or two for us, right?
That's
Yeah.
a DNRC one, that other one, then we're waiting, so we got three.
We have three out, one was denied,
Yeah,
and
Is that the
then,
DNRC one?
no, there was that other,
I was just looking at this,
Okay,
and
so we have
then,
one that's denied,
yep,
two are still.
two are still pending.
two are still pending.
And then we have that Sheehy money too, that's
Okay,
still pending,
okay,
for the bridge and the dam.
of these two, the two pending, are they for the Flint Creek project?
Could be used into it, cause we said that.
Yeah,
So. One's Flint Creek Dam improvements and one's the Flint Creek Watershed Resiliency Drought Mitigation Project. And that was put in for
Okay.
May of last year. And then May of last year as well.
Could
So-
you have them look it up or whoever, see if we can get info on, see where we're sitting or what we're gonna have?
Yeah, I
Please.
can,
Yeah,
it just
I
says
think
in
we get doing
progress.
everything else and we forget about that stuff, and I think we're killing ourselves. We're gonna have to really, if we have to hire somebody half-time or something to go for money for the dam or something, I'm afraid we're gonna have to, cause we
Yeah.
can't keep robbing.
yeah.
And if they're gonna keep cutting us, well, we make 50,000 a year, that's just shit. It ain't not even covering the
No,
dam timber cost, what he costs.
right,
well, and
Yeah, I'll
that's,
keep looking.
the thing is that the dam is our responsibility, no matter which way we look at it. And we're between a rock and a hard spot, so.
Oh,
it's-
yeah, I mean, I just think we got over it. But like me.
Yeah, quit
plowing so
whining
fast,
and
that's
saying,
just
hey, we're
breaking us,
sick of
and we
this.
gotta try to figure out how to better ourselves, go find
Yeah,
money and get
absolutely.
representatives to help us or whatever. It's gonna kill us. I gotta quit this, yeah. Ain't gonna do nothing about it, Carol, but if we hire somebody, maybe.
Hire him as a consultant or whatever to go get grants or.
I know that's gonna cost them money too, but
yeah,
if we could get a couple a year or one a year, I mean, it's better than what we're doing. I'm not saying nothing against you, so this.
Well, it wouldn't necessarily be a half-time position, because then you're looking at health insurance and that, it'd be a contracted position.
That's what I was wondering, if we could find a contractor or
Someone
something.
that is willing to write us a grant for, and what the fee would be, and that would be something that we'd wanna budget in professional services for the commissioner's budget.
I think that's what I was thinking about, honestly, when I was trying, there was something, but I know we never talked, but I got to thinking maybe a guy just. I don't know, try to figure out how we can. Get somebody to help us to go after this, after these other ones are sitting over there. Cause you hear about these other places getting stuff and we just concentrate on kind of the same ones.
yeah.
It's an idea.
And I can browse for grant, see what's out there and kind of just go from there.
So the one for the dam, how
Mhm.
much are we asking? What is that grant?
It was like 800, wasn't it? Wasn't it 8 and 3? Pretty big. I don't know which one we got suspended or denied on. So it was 3 for road and bridges, I know. And 8, I
This
think.
one, I don't think these ones were that much on the
Oh, maybe that's one.
submittables.
Maybe that's the one through Jeremiah then.
Yeah, this
There
one's
was a
for
big
Jeremiah.
one that we went for.
Maybe that's the one we got denied on.
I guess, while she's looking there, we can jump into the board minutes.
I make a motion, we accept the board minutes from August 5th, 2025.
Nice second.
Public comment? Being none, all in favor? Aye. We'll carry that.
Oh, sorry, Blanche.
Okay, the first one's a property tax reform 2025, what county officials need to know about consistent impact. It's a webinar this Friday at 10 a.m. I'm pretty sure this more for Ashley to be looking into. I'm sure she's got one. The next one's on that Gold Coin Road Bridge over Flint Creek inspection. we had them look at that again, cause they, you know, they were gonna start their building up there and taking cement trucks and that. This is one of them that when we put in for a grant, this was one of them that we asked them to have it so we could show them that, you know, this bridge is gonna need some work. This is that one that Bill Phelan talked to us about too.
And that's the one we have, the Sheehy money requested for is 800,000 for this one,
Yeah,
just still pending. But this one's 124,990.
This one, the dam
request.
one.
Mhm.
I guess if we could get Jeremiah or somebody to check on, 'em, see where we're sitting or see what they gotta have an update on them, cause it's been since May. That by,
Last year, yeah.
Well, I think we asked him, Jeremiah last time he was on, and, cause wasn't that like a multiple county one we all went in on? And he said he still hadn't heard anything, but probably wouldn't hurt to follow up.
Yeah, I'll ask
I
him.
think we better, let's see where, in case there's an update we have to do or. That's why if we could have somebody that could actually keep on it, where we kind of forget it, I'm not saying, just get everything else going.
Like, yeah, just,
Next one from Mako is Missoula County, wondering if any other counties have fire service fee areas? And if so, could you please? That'd be up to the fire
it's
district.
gonna be like another tax type deal, but then for the districts.
Next one's a county alcohol tax guide. Just updating us on the stuff that's coming and there's webinars and stuff. Next one from Catherine Moodrome. If I said it right. It's on, I'm doing some research for Mountain Plains LLC, a surveying engineering firm looking to expand into western Montana. Does Flathead County maintain a list of contractors? Is somebody looking for work? We have.
We don't know if Flathead County does or not. Granite County doesn't. I mean, I don't know if you responded to this one. Hi, Rhonda.
What one's at the, oh, no, not yet.
So we need to probably respond to the email.
I just, you know, we
For one thing, they put the wrong county on it, for another, but I guess we don't have a list
Of
of
Flathead.
contractors
For Flathead, no.
Right.
or a fee
I-
schedule,
Yeah.
if you could.
Yes, I will write them back.
The next one from the Department of Public Health and Human Services on the. Supposed to go to county treasurers, a state fiscal year 2025 earmarked alcohol tax warrant. Your county's fourth and final payment of earmarked alcohol tax funds for state fiscal year 25 made in accordance.
So what they're saying is that, and fiscal year 2025 is gonna be distributed in July. Or being distributed for the period of July 1, 24 through June 30th, 25. So it's just info from the alcohol tax when it came in, and then we just,
Next one's from Willow Crop Incorporated, Pam Bornton doing the. FERC requirements we did on the summer surveying monitoring in Georgetown Lake Dam, he has it all here. This here probably should be sent right over to FERC too.
Okay,
It shows what the movement and everything is, and it's another one of the things we have to do.
The yearly deal?
Yeah,
Yeah, damn, we're moving it.
but we definitely need to send that to FERC.
okay. We'll do that.
This one from the Department of Transportation. It's just kind of giving us an update and we're down with it. It's a survey and kind of asking us how we feel about the transportation with.
NDOT.
That's it for correspondence. Is there any public comment on correspondence? Hey, all right, we'll go right into public comment on matters of commissioner's jurisdiction.
So I'm not sure if this would be a good time to bring up the meeting area for the study commission.
Might as well, cause there was a public comment there, so they didn't, it was too late to get on the agenda, so yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so on having the meeting with or within the commissioner's office,
No,
No,
who knows? I mean, we don't have to make a motion on that, and the reason being,
my reason is cause there's stuff on our table here that, I mean, no, they can. We have stuff laying out here, there's nothing to hide in that, but we,
right,
don't need to, yeah. No,
no,
okay, so then they were looking, we were speaking about, in the basement, but the basement is still used by public health and or the health, and so that's a no. And the election office is off limits because of the fact there's confidential stuff in that office. So upstairs, they said the it was not available for handicapped people. So what do you suggest?
Well, I like your idea right out here, put a table and some chairs there and we can do it. What do you call that?
The foyer, okay, so the foyer is where a table can be set up with chairs from the elections office and from the commissioner's office. There's also electricity plug-in out there and they can access the county's public Wi-Fi. So are you offering the foyer to the study commission as a meeting place until maybe possibly the elevator gets in and they can go to the third floor?
I agree.
I think use the
Okay,
foyer
so-
and then once the elevator is up and running, which we'll know by later today, but then I can use the courtroom. If they
Okay.
want.
So we'll get that to the study commission, that where they can put it out when the next meeting is. And it'll be in the foyer, which the foyer is fine because the building's closed. And we'll have a table and chairs. And
It's
it's
fine.
perfectly private because it's public and then people can come listen.
Yep.
It's
So,
fine.
okay, sounds good, right? I will get that to Sarah to get that to
Oh, yeah.
the study commission.
Sounds good.
Okay, thank you.
Any other public comment?
Always something.
It is, just like never ends. It's their deal anyway.
Not ours.
Apparently she doesn't like the foyer.
Don't look like it. Well, they can go somewhere else.
Yeah,
We just got stuff all out here and it's
you
just,
know,
it's nothing that we're hiding in that, but I don't know, we like our own stuff. I don't want somebody sitting in the.
And it was also brought up, as long as we're in speaking about using the commissioner's office that has been used before for public meetings. And I think you guys agree that maybe, I guess the planning board would come in here too, and you don't want public meetings being in the commission's office.
No, not unless we're here. I mean, it's just, no, cause you know, it's happened before, there's stuff laying and they write notes on our stuff, and, yeah. It's just, no.
So here's a thought too, because of the fact that we're going to have an elevator. We could use the jury room for public meetings.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, once that's
Yeah.
gone in, right now, they just gotta get by with what we have, if not, then go to the library,
Yeah.
like the library, or do something else, cause it's just, no, our office is our office. Any other public comment? You remind me too, to make sure we have all the, take some out there to solid waste.
Yeah.
So, yeah, cement there, out to solid waste today too.
Send their all on them today.
Get this all done and we're.
Yeah.
Yep. Bear in mind of that, and
Got that, yeah, I got that laying right there, so I won't forget.
Okay, so explain that to me again. That,
That's what we pay usually on the grader. It's on that buyback. We upgraded to that new one. And they gave us so much for the old one and then we kind of roll and stock them, so we always upgraded.
okay,
I think he voted against you.
no, yeah, I know that, I know we did, but
Yeah,
there
no,
was,
that's what.
I
that is.
remember the discussion saying, why not do it?
Yeah, but I think that, I was thinking it was 26. 25, whatever it is like that. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. How are you guys doing today?
How about you, Paul?
Good.
This is on that, well, I guess we can go ahead to.
yeah, we're at
We're in the weekly report with Paul. We were thinking that was coming in 26. That's great. We're going over the budget. Sarah just got that today, yesterday, whatever. That's that, for that 160 M.
No, because we've had it a year.
Have we?
Yeah.
So it was fiscal 26, not in 2026.
Right, no, this is right. Yeah, because we've already had it a full year.
That's for you and me. huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we budgeted it for this fiscal 26.
Yeah.
We'll have to figure out.
Yeah, they've already been here and did their full year annual inspection on it last week.
On the other thing before we get to, since you're gonna be hauling those Jersey barriers today, get ones to the dumps too
Sure, yeah.
today.
Thanks.
That's the
One
plan.
behind you.
Might as well haul them, we'll get them all hauled.
Now we're done with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Are they working in the weird?
they are. Yeah. Getting that thing out right now. And then that'll be done, then we're putting mag on the Dunkelberg Road, finishing that up. And then they'll be coming up here, doing the Jersey rails and putting all that down there today in both locations. And then it'll just be Georgetown Lake goes down. And then back down to Beaver.
So what about Rock Creek?
It was soon as Georgetown's done, we'll
Yeah,
go back around.
okay.
Dumper in, sure.
Yeah,
Good. Have you been out Middleport? I haven't been out there in a while.
I was out there a couple weeks ago, it's maintaining.
And, but you'll hit that when you come
Yeah.
back down to.
Yeah. Or something.
Did you wanna go over the budget with him a little bit on
You wanna
what
look at
we?
your budget?
Sure.
Then if, I sent you that text or whatever, I did talk to, but if that's something that you wanna do and get that done, then every time we have to go up there, we don't have to fill out another permit.
Yeah, we might as well. Have him send us what we need to get filled out, huh?
It took him like a day to get back to me. He said he had to kind of go talk to his boss and they had to have a powwow, but get a 10-year maintenance permit.
Yeah, we might as well do it.
Yeah, for going forward, if that's something you wanna do.
Yeah, yeah, we just as well. Yeah, see, I've always been under the understanding they'd never let us do that because we take out so much
Right.
material every time it's a different amount of material if we take
I
out.
mean, I'm sure you'd probably still have to keep track and then
Oh, yeah,
send it to him or whatever, but he said he'd meet with you and did have to go over one more meeting to get it.
yeah, I'll
Okay.
get a hold of them.
That reserve money in there is coming out of Pilt, right? Or his
The what money?
reserve money?
No, I think that was
No.
the 80.
Well, she just said that it's coming out of Pilt.
Okay,
I thought it was coming out of the,
okay, please wait. Please.
well, let Flash explain it.
The reserve has nothing to do with PILT. The reserve is you're trying to reserve so much money because of the tax base when it's paid and the flow. For example, in November, we collect taxes and then we go from November through to May. And so that reserve holds that where we're not in a negative balance. So I mean, she hasn't used reserve in 5 years because she's put PILT in it. And that's a no, that shouldn't have been that way, but we approved it. And so it going forward,
You talked to her.
we put a reserve.
What do we
So
get?
Paul, if you need some explanation on that. We went over the expenditures for the year, and we went over and we realized that like the other purchase services, we use a roller like 6 times a year.
So, yeah,
Yeah, about 6 times, so we made sure that that would come out of special purchases, and so we bumped that up. Another 10,000. We also threw 60,000 into outlay, and we're doing that for
Then we start looking for belly.
belly dump.
Instead of renting.
right.
And then we get started. Right to the.
And then there's also 11,345 left
I
in
didn't get
that
to tell me.
LATCF
I didn't
fund,
get to
remember,
mention
that we got the 600,000.
Yeah.
Okay, so,
Then we.
in supplies, we took that down because do you have
I don't.
okay,
But
And then
Um,
they only have like 10,000 in
Oh,
for
I didn't manage.
culverts this year.
that's it.
For what?
Culverts, we changed it.
Yeah, cause I've never been off.
okay,
We didn't know that.
But that could be, so it's bridge too though, so it'll be fine.
Hey, everyone.
road. Go back, okay, 363.50.
When I talk, am I on the house?
When they direct me.
Oh, okay.
Killing. Especially with the
Just wondering.
Your face, yeah.
I don't mind being on.
Very good. Well, she's looking that up. I was gonna bring a comment about, I guess we've been waiting about it.
Oh, the,
Gazing bear golf. I think it started last Thursday and went from, go ahead, Lance, I
Oh.
just talking about that gate that we.
Oh, okay,
As long as-
so-
If you're there, though, we can just wait.
that in supplies, we had budgeted where are we, 350? There was 30,000 budgeted last year and you expended 23,787. So we brought the supplies and you requested 60, but we brought the supplies up 40,000 instead of 60. Because of the fact that, and then some of these things we rolled over into purchase services like the roller and stuff. So all in all, we didn't cripple you too bad.
Yeah, no, I, that's
And
fine.
then we did pull an employee off.
Yeah, because I don't know where that came from.
Yeah.
We decided we weren't gonna do that.
Yeah.
And that, yeah, and there was an extra employee, full-time employee in there. We also did add another 100 hours to overtime, just in case.
Right,
So,
and that'll be good depending on what kind of winter we have, at least we'll have it there, you know.
We're not, we were kinda looking at where we did. Right. By with what we got, we can move ahead.
cause I think what you're talking about, I don't know if you wanted to wait or mention something, is that when the union guys go back to the 5/8, we're not going to request the 4/10s. So you don't have to mess with the shifts to try to get. I think, isn't that what?
Yeah.
Okay,
For the winter you're talking
Yeah,
about, for the winter?
for the winter.
Then we're also looking at it, depending on what the winter is like, that we could contract with. On-call drivers, right? Can't talk about that.
Better start, maybe look for, even for a part-time winter.
Part-time, yeah. Seasonal guy.
Kinda like what we did with the shovel or.
Gotcha.
So, but trying to look at that for,
Just something we're looking at,
Plow
we're trying to
driver.
make this work, we don't have, enough guys, or gotta make it
Yeah.
work somehow.
Yeah, whatever works.
Time we get a lot of snow to get the school bus routes or whatever. and every time-
I mean, they do, it's just they're
Yeah.
coming in earlier than that, they kinda set their own schedule, but if we get something really, where we might have to try to find somebody to help, we're just gonna have to, you know.
So would you explain the reasoning for the 5/8? Why you feel that during the winter we should do the 5/8?
I just don't think we were covering as well as we should have been for being on the 410s. It seemed like every Friday, the phone was blowing up all the time for roads when I've got basketball games and stuff. It's my feeling on it.
Yeah, I mean, we had split shifts, and we had people working every Friday too.
I know we did, but it's just.
It doesn't make any difference to me, whatever you guys wanna do, if you wanna go to 5/8, we'll go to 5/8.
We can look at that later on down the road. Got
But I
plenty of time.
I do still think that we need to do it. Weather, you know, we're still got great weather and. I think it
Oh.
was the 15th of October, we might as well at least wait till the
Oh,
weather.
yeah.
Stay on 410.
Oh, yeah.
And then when it changes, yeah.
So would that have been something that should have been changed in the collective bargaining?
Like, the agreement gives you guys authority on it, it's my understanding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
think
gotta
it-
deal with
I think the wording is good.
I think we're just kinda trying to get ready for it.
Yeah.
So we're not away till the last minute,
Yeah.
we're all on kind of, we wanna be on the same board, so also call me and say, hey, what did you
Yeah.
do? So.
And but we've always just done it weather dependent, if it's nice, you know.
So what,
We usually got enough time to see when the weather's gonna start.
Yeah.
Get the speed.
what you mentioned is contracting out, or would we have the road crew take turns being on call for the weekends?
Yeah, you know, it just, I think it'd be better just pay our own guys and give it to somebody else. If, you know, if we get into where we're gonna need them on, I mean, they've come out on the weekend, and, you know.
They're usually out on weekends anyway. If they get a storm.
I guess they gotta stay with what we got, cause we didn't put no more money in contract for it, so we got extra hours
And we probably couldn't find anybody.
Yeah.
We.
So that way they'd understand that they're on call if they need to give whomever.
Yeah, and there's just like, over the last, like, how many years that they were on 5/8, just go back to that same structure that were.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, I guess we'll just wait till the weather changes and go from
You
there.
never know, I mean, we might not have a winter again. We'll see
Yeah.
when we get to October.
Exactly,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay, on the next note, it started last Thursday on the gate up Bear Gulch Road. They put in a metal post with cement on it, and at the bottom of the gate, they write on it BLM, like BLM did it, and got hold of them, there was nothing to do with BLM, it's our road. It completely locked the gate, made it so you couldn't get the chain undone if there was an emergency. They wrapped the chain around, they stuck bolts and screwed up the threads, so you couldn't get it. I went up, I talked to Blaine, I talked to the sheriff, I went up and cut it off. And then that day, Friday, it was back on again. They just stuck a bolt through. You could get the bolt. We went up yesterday, Paul and I looked at it. My opinion is, on each side of the cattle guard, we've had trouble with the cattle guard hooking it now with the snow plow and that, and then when they're trying to blade there, it comes to a narrow. And then the winter, we're always trying to shove that snow where that gate. I'd just soon take that whole thing out. The gate and the cattle guard. Their fence only goes out 50 feet on one side and about 40 on the other side. So anything can go around the end.
Yeah,
It's not doing no good. I just soon get this fight and stuff over and take it out.
I'm fine with that.
Blaine,
so, yeah, it was, I think the Betchers and, Ralph Smith that
I
that
don't
did
know.
that. And I met with the Betchers, the worry up there was cows getting into that spring everyone uses up there, but I talked to them about it being a fence out state and the commissioners control that, the gate, and they gotta work through commission. And so, after I talked to them, then the chain was put back. I'm not sure who did it the second time.
They got
But,
a camera on there too, so I mean, it's. Yeah,
Gotta work through people up there have to work through the commission. They are the understanding that there were no BLM grazing permits up there, but,
yeah, that's up to BLM and
Yeah,
there's grazing permits.
it's a fence out state.
Yeah, and I know if it's BLM or Forest Service, it's private property's responsibility to maintain the fence on.
Yeah.
Or
That they just need to get the material to get a big work party up there and protect that spring. I think that's my advice to
I
them.
mean, this isn't doing nothing where it is, and we've had trouble. 2 years ago, we were gonna tear it out. I think it
Yeah,
was 2
we're-
years, Paul.
2 or 3 years ago, we we're gonna tear it out when we had quite a bit of snow, but you can't deal with it right there.
Is it, did someone donate that CalGuard or is the county, that's county, okay. We have that issue with Rumsey or one of
Yeah,
those
no,
are
they,
donated.
I still cattle guard and use it somewhere else.
Yeah, I say we pull it out, put some gravel in there, take out 20 feet of fence on each side or 10, whatever,
Yeah.
on each side, so we have somewhere that you can whip the snow as you're going down.
Take out the posts they legally put in.
Yeah,
yeah. So
I'm good with that. Do we need a motion now?
Yeah, I do. One.
I'll motion to take the cattle guard and fence out of Bear Gulch.
I'll second that motion.
public comment?
Within the right of way you're talking about.
Within the-
Yeah, within the right of way, yeah.
Within
kinda-
the right,
Yeah,
Within our,
yeah.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay,
that's the cattle guard and the like 15, 20 feet of fence on each side.
The one right away, yeah.
Well, we'll get that on the plan.
Yeah,
Put on the list for everything else.
Did,
then they can fence out their own stuff.
did any of the landowners ever call you? I encourage them to.
Yeah, not one's called me, and then just to go up and throw another chain around there and then put a bolt through there, it's just kind of an insult. So, no, that'll be good, get that out. Other than that, go ahead.
I just would want to make another comment on the road budget, is the fact that because we put PILT in, doesn't mean we don't put reserve in there from the tax base. PILT is anticipated. And so what's been happening is PILT, they haven't been putting any reserve. She hasn't been putting any reserve in, and it's gone beyond us. So we just need her to understand that PILT is anticipated, taxes are taxes in the reserve, we put a reserve on the taxes.
I
With
agree,
what we
yeah.
can. So we're able to do that, with
good
with your
practice.
budget.
Good practice.
Yeah. So is that a workable? Guess you'll make it work.
Let's look at it that way. Anything's workable. You work with it till it's gone, right?
Other than that, that's all I got, I mean, it was. Like I said, Paul and I both went, I just wanted to note that Paul and I went up in the county pickup, and that was me that they got on.
Twice.
I just-
Yeah, I mean, they brought me a little scan disc, I think I can't read it, then it didn't fit my laptop.
It
I
was
was like,
me.
yeah, I told him it was the commission.
Yeah, and I talked to the sheriff and told him what was going on, I just
Yeah.
want that noted.
So they have a camera on it?
Mhm.
They didn't realize it was the county that,
Oh, they didn't realize it was
The
a county
county-
road?
they didn't understand the county controls that, so
They know now,
they know now, yeah.
they know now, and yet they did it again?
I'm not sure who did it the second
Second.
time, if it was.
They're all
same
up
folks
there
who did-
feuding, fighting, now they're on Facebook, they're gonna shoot a bull, cause it ain't registered, you know, they're getting a little out of hand, cause. You know, they're threatening now.
Well, when you put it on Facebook, you pretty much put it on
Yeah.
Facebook and the public knows who's making the threats.
You wouldn't want that
Yeah.
bull to wind up dead.
Yeah.
There are certain times of year that it has to be purebred that are out there, but all of Weavers are purebred bulls.
So are Manlys, they
Yeah.
got Charolais that are, yeah, I mean, that's.
Mine are in the freezer.
Prayers dead.
That's me and my ranch.
Both water.
Guys got anything else or anything on roads?
Alrighty.
You get that back to Sarah on.
Yeah.
Thanks.
See you later.
Thank
Yeah, thanks.
Well, have a good day.
You do.
Alrighty, well, we're into the solid waste district's weekly report. We got them in here, I didn't know if you guys seen them or not, but, John took some pictures and that of down there, what he's doing, cleaning up.
Or was Megan did.
Megan, yeah, Megan sent those.
Yeah.
He sent the update. I just put them together.
She was also requesting some additional help in your budget, but do that.
Is there any public comment on the? We never got nothing from Todd, did we? Did I miss?
Yeah,
it?
Megan said he was gonna come in, I thought.
Well, I didn't think we was gonna, but you said, probably just table that, go over the.
The job description, I think, table, so we can have a meeting here with
Does this look
myself
better?
and Miranda. Blanche was to be here, and then we get kind of hash some of that stuff out. And get it worked out, so it's kind of a working meeting.
Yeah. You there, you know. Learn.
That, I was just encouraging to table the job description until potentially Miranda and I can sit down with Todd and you were potentially gonna, and we
Okay.
work some of that stuff out in a working
Okay.
meeting instead of in here. In the
Yeah, so the
public meeting.
highlighted stuff that he's questioning,
Some of it I think maybe just
Yeah.
needs clarification, but, and also I think they said the policy, they had questions on too.
Yeah.
He was questioning our, got home Miranda got home, he wanted to look in his file.
Yeah, so, own and control of the files, personal record is controlled by the county, but he has the right to look at it and make copies.
I
Yeah.
told Miranda to wait till like we could talk to you on Tuesday here, just to make sure that, well, I didn't think, yeah, he could look at his own file, but I did, I wanted to make sure.
Yeah, that's what my advice was, trying to make sure it came through the commission on granting permission.
So we did it right.
Can I have some personnel, like private stuff I need to chat with you about, and could we
Yeah.
close the meeting here for a
Yeah.
second? or-
Russ.
All right, we're back on now. We'll go into the dam tenders report, Georgetown Lake outflow. It's a 64, 28, 62, 10.56 below full pool. We're at 30. Yesterday, we got that message from, hey, we go, got that message that it was gonna fluctuate a little bit. Paul Town was working in there doing something inside.
Okay.
You guys all got
Yeah.
that?
Oh, they were exactly on the 7 days, what was the extra, so. That was done right.
Should we sign it? I don't want to carry that.
So I'd entertain what you guys are thinking.
I don't think there's much you can do, is there?
The motion, leave it at 30 and let's go from there. It's the week
Yeah.
thing.
I'll motion to keep it at 30 CFS.
I'll second that motion.
Public comment. On one note there, that they're up cleaning the weir out of the bottom, oh, nobody's on. Please, second.
Well, I know Paul was talking with, he talked to Brad last week, so they all.
Alrighty, so all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carried now. Have about a couple minutes before the emergency notification service for county buildings. What was this again?
Just,
Come on up, Rick.
Come on up, Rick.
Oh.
Right in the center.
We're gonna start now. So what it is, it's the same service we use for like the schools. Okay, it's a emergency notification service. So those are like any kind of evacuation, active shooter, bomb threats, weather, whatever. It's just an app on your phone or on a computer. They'll just hit, hey, we're having an issue, active shooter here at school. It notifies us law enforcement. It kind of skips the middle person going straight to dispatch and like trying to get it all out. It goes right to our phone and we just hit it right to the school. So we kind of have an idea what's going on. Obviously we haven't had to, thank God, haven't had to, we've drilled with it a few times and stuff like that, but never had an incident, where we were using it for real, but it seems to work pretty well. It's, they said it's more for a quick response, and then I was just, and I don't have a skin in the game here, so I don't know if something the courthouse would be interested in doing too, just for,
It'd be kinda nice to know, cause I mean, they're all here every day and there's something that's going on, at least they, maybe guy can start moving,
right, I know we're right across the street, I get that, but sometimes we're not right across the street,
Right,
sometimes
yeah.
we're out and about, on patrol, whatever.
So is this just gonna be like a lot quicker than like the panic buttons?
Yeah, it goes straight to our, straight to us.
Okay.
Not to dispatch, and then dispatch calls you, what's going on, and you
Okay.
tell them, and then they're trying to get a hold of us, it goes right to our phone, and it'll say like, active shooter, or maybe it'd be something to like a fire, or two, bomb threat, I think you can pretty much make any kind of.
Gas
evacuation.
leak, whatever.
I
So
wouldn't
like
have a problem with the county if you're involved in it, or the county doing whatever you need to do to make it, huh?
Sure,
I don't know what you guys.
What does it cost? I asked that for Scott.
yeah, $2,500 per year, and then a $1,500 initial setup, and that's including mapping.
Save somebody's life or something,
yeah.
that's pretty cheap.
And it would be for obviously the courthouse, and then I do it for I think it's the same cost, for the jail as well. So if they're having an emergency over there, obviously dispatch can't dispatch themselves.
Right.
They can call us and say, hey, got something going on.
What do you think, Brian?
Oh, I think it's a good idea. I mean, could you include like the public health building and other stuff, or, yeah?
Any county building.
Yeah,
Okay, so where would we take that
No, we have it in that,
safety thing?
yeah,
Okay,
I don't know how much you have in there, if we have to make it work, or
the,
so.
4,000 the first year.
cares. Take it out of cares.
Yeah,
And 2,500.
A
after
year,
that.
yeah, 4,000 up front.
And it's,
So at 1,500 to
Set up.
set up and 2,500 a year.
yeah,
4,000 for each, for this
For
year,
setup.
2,500, so I'd sure be in favor of it. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know. I know some rooms have panic buttons, some don't.
Right.
And this, obviously he uses anywhere.
I think it's more safer with these and then it bang.
Everybody has a.
So it's just an app on your phone and you just,
Yep.
one of us just sends it
Or a computer too,
on a
like,
computer.
yep. So like I said, it's what Phillipsburg School is using. I don't think Drummond's are there yet. using it,
Would
so.
BIS help set it up or?
No, the company will
Okay.
set it up, and I'll be the guy, they'll train me up, and then I train you guys, so. Oh, they do online training too for everyone.
What do you think, Lance?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay, I didn't know if you ever,
Yeah,
We'll make a motion.
yeah. It's actually a must, but then we just need to let the clerk and recorder know that we're gonna take it out of the CARES Act.
Especially the past events for the last week and a half.
right, and then, well, that kind of sealed the deal, and then I know you guys had some people, it doesn't happen often, but you guys like, hey.
Right.
Call us real
We
quick.
need some people here quick.
Right, and you could go for your meetings as
Yeah,
well, so.
yeah, I'll motion to accept. What's it called?
It was called E3 Government Safety. Emergency, that's what it's called.
That.
Emergency safety.
Emergency
app.
app
Yeah, emergency, like the company's called.
for a county bill.
Is it called EMS?
E3,
E3?
E3.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll send you all the information.
Alex, I'll second that.
Public comment on it? That's a good idea.
Yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carried now.
I think we can figure out what it's about.
I did send a video if you guys are interested to watch it sometime. I don't think I needed it, but just in case. So I'll let you guys know the details once I get going, so.
Yeah,
All right.
thanks.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thanks. Have a good day.
Now your deputy's good job.
Oh, we'll do.
Thanks.
Bye.
And your dispatch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll get chewed out for getting
They
there.
got the hardest part.
Yeah.
I might be getting caught up on sleep, huh?
We're getting there.
Kind of.
Everybody's getting back on schedule this week, so.
Sounds good.
Well, we're just a little bit early, but we're going to that pay request 16-17 for TCS. We talked about it last week. They forgot to get one in, then they have another one. We went over today on the budget. We looked at them, figuring out what we owe and what it's like a payout of $80-some thousand, and then what we still owe on the elevator, so we can make sure and get it closed out and have it done.
Taking that scaffolding down today, it looks like.
So
So she's got there on the claims that are coming in today that we're looking at.
yeah, so. I just set these here for now. We already agreed we was gonna pay it last week and so.
Yeah.
Your motion or?
Did you do it by motion last week?
Now we just talked about
Oh,
it.
I do a motion.
Motion to pay June and July's bills for, Northwest.
I'll second
Public comment? Being none, all in favor?
Aye.
Alright, motion carried now. We'll go ahead and, when claims come in, we'll sign them and approve. Oh, just a few minutes ahead of ourselves here. The next one's on plan to collect delinquent taxes.
Ashley's gonna be in, isn't it?
Yes.
I think is Gail coming up today?
No, she's not available today.
Next week they'll all be
Did
here.
you bring that?
Yeah, next week.
Yeah, this is just Ashley to get you
I
guys up
left
to
it for the
speed.
car, go get them real quick.
That's all right. I was just gonna, she was gonna leave that 80 pages thing, and we tried to get on, I gotta ask that, Ashley called back yesterday afternoon, but we couldn't get in to even look up tax. If that
So I
was-
get that forwarded to me every month. I request it from Ashley the week before a town council meeting. So I can forward you the emails that I received, which will have those documents in them.
I was just gonna help for this meeting, I just wanted to.
I have the one for from See if we can even invite, I can go grab.
It's kind of
Fine, then you're all.
Just a pretty
a,
limited.
yeah, pretty soon, kind of figuring out what you guys want.
Just to kind of try to get online.
Yeah, first, figure out what the request is, and then next we can talk about it.
Make sure we have all the paperwork.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Yeah,
No, get something on the tax, and when you looked in there and tried to look up, it's really,
Yeah, it's just one.
She was in the phone yesterday and.
Want to go get the
name on that.
county claims?
You can if you want. Yeah.
It's $15 a month. And
You just go for it.
Right, actually, from June to July, the ground. Drummond, about $35,000 paid.
Good, I thought that she said the other day. Yeah, we just got.
Went from 105 to 70 for district now. Good, I'm glad. Because USDA is not gonna back off of us, otherwise they're gonna own our lagoon, so.
Should have ready quick, yeah.
Okay.
She's like,
Yeah.
yeah, she goes, they're not due for another 45 minutes. I'm like, well, I was just.
Yeah,
gonna Look
10
through them, if you have them, she'll go.
Yeah, 10:45. Oops, sorry. We're banned. We're banned. So collecting delinquent taxes with the county treasurer. That is in the statutes that the county treasurer would collect.
yeah, she just, today, she just wanted to have a preliminary meeting on what you guys want as far as the plan, then she'll work on getting everything for the following week.
Next
and
week, yeah.
The town of Phillipsburg, and I think Kelly will be here next week. But yeah, she's on.
She's on,
She's
she's
on,
on board.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
Just trying to figure out a plan to move forward.
yeah,
So I think we all are, I mean,
Yeah.
we gotta move ahead, if we back,
yeah,
Well, and this is one of the main reasons too, we went ahead and said that she could have her halftime person.
yeah,
Which she's gonna need a halftime
Yeah.
person.
yeah.
For.
For, yeah,
I think now.
Is she gonna be here today?
Yes.
Ashley?
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll be in.
Summer's flying by here.
Ball starts Friday.
Really?
We're,
Yeah, I guess the fair's started,
Yeah.
on now today started.
Tomorrow, yeah, take all the animals over.
Yep.
Oh, come on up, sorry, Bob.
where you practice first up here.
Okay, so this.
Make sure everyone's got their gear,
That was
first
about-
aid up here,
For the
Yeah.
Book County,
equipment up here.
this is July first.
Eventually she'll be running.
When does school start in Germany?
27?
Wednesday the 27th? Or sorry, it's on the state hold. There's your ballot.
This one?
The 25th.
The next week?
The rest of the 2 weeks. It's the following.
So, June
Monday the
10th,
25th.
746,
left.
497.22. July first,
I think it's the 27th.
Really?
660,
I kinda like it, but they're a little
288,
earlier this year, cause it seemed like
Fair than
we
Twitter.
were there on Sunday. And then country road school started Monday,
Yeah.
so the train wreck, you're trying to get back from there on Sunday.
Yeah. Unload and, yeah.
Oh, that's a wreck.
I'm gonna go down.
Okay.
So
Your kids in fair?
Well.
this
Mhm.
was
just
June
a
25th,
camper and
report
a
pulled.
Bunch of channels over. After.
Down to Drummond, which was
Tomorrow,
105,
take the.
987.59,
Mhm.
report pulled
Tomorrow,
728,
noon to
balance
4.
now owed 70, 207.16.
Check, they got.
We got $35,000
Good.
Get by starting.
in
That's
30
good.
days, a little
Good.
over 30 days, time frame.
James is steer, he was kind of.
You're welcome, I can make a copy of that,
Just never really
or you can
like
take a copy.
chunky, just kept going
Yeah.
longer. Time was putting the grain on.
You're welcome to take-
So they started.
That,
I just take.
Yeah.
He had lots of muscle, he just sort of.
Yeah.
just get one, I'll look at yours.
Yeah, and then Sophia's doing 2 pigs
Do we
and
need
a
to
heifer.
wait for her to come, or can I ask you a
Yeah,
question?
yeah, we need to. It'll be about 5 minutes.
So there's gonna be a bunch of kids that missed that first practice.
Yeah,
Right during the auction.
Oh,
They can miss 2.
yeah, I
The
guess,
first 3 days, you're just conditioning anyway.
Yeah.
Can't build contact, so.
oh, rural,
You know, just they rule 3 days before, but like 2 weeks ago, when they had our camp, we could just start like.
Yeah.
On vacation or going to cat camp, but then once you start practice, got them 3
Yeah.
days of,
should that where if you've been at a camp, you can start
not right away,
it, yeah.
or even our mini camp, we can start right away, just tackling them.
See, Shay's gonna help 2 or 3 days a week, or,
I think it's gonna, they still, they gotta do the same thing.
oh, yeah, okay, alright.
You know, he's always got stuff going on, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't quite be there all the time, but he'll be there. It's gonna be the same role as he did
Yeah,
last year.
okay.
The best things first couple practices, we
That's the-
flew out to Maui, or, yeah. Well, I was just.
Yeah.
Seeing that.
Really got that. That new teacher that came in
Is the wagon wheel
Up
closed?
here,
down there.
oh,
Is the
He
wagon
was a
wheel
coach at
closed?
Colveston
So what do
for
you do
years.
about that?
Assistant coach on there.
They moved their taking.
Yeah, to Charlotte.
oh, okay, yeah, the
And then
junior
now
high
he's been
teacher,
drumming, so
Yeah.
now he's trying to help us out.
He's
Okay.
trying to get
Well,
out.
they're,
Yeah.
At least in the
they're being
schools, like
against
kind
it
of
for sure.
Yeah.
keep
To
tab
build a
on the
building
kids
with
too.
yeah,
taxes. Right?
okay,
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
good.
So-
That's just down there in the town of Drummond.
In a case where a business is closed and they're leaving town and
What
The
does the person
building-
do? Can we talk about that?
you're talking about,
Wait,
well, likely you need to figure that out, like, I'm assuming that they're gonna get foreclosed on by the mortgage company. But if there's anything,
Yeah, sure.
yeah, we got, yeah, well,
we'll
yeah.
go ahead and open this up for a couple of minutes early, that way we can talk about it.
Let me see if
Alright.
he's over there.
Yeah. Go ahead, Brian.
Today, I actually just wanted to get basically information from you guys to then bring it back next week, so this is kind of preliminary. But yeah, she's got some things for you to present to you. Yeah, she's on.
What do you do if they just pack up and take off? So do you sell the place and get the taxes off the first? They have to there's gotta be a set rate on it right away?
Well, likely the mortgage company is, gonna foreclose and then, yeah, hopefully there'd be enough left there to pay the taxes. But, yeah, we need to look into that one.
yeah,
I guess yeah, if we can figure out on that for sure, cause there's quite a few of them they're not.
so like when you put a lien, it's cloud on the property. So you're putting a lien and usually the mortgage people, they know that there's a lien there. And so they try to contact to
Yeah,
get that paid.
but Ashley hasn't heard from them on the wagon wheel.
Or like foreclosure, they would
Yeah.
still have to pay the taxes. Wouldn't they?
The lien is gonna stay on there until
Yeah.
the taxes are paid. Just that they have, the mortgage company, of course, the line is gonna have priority, but, yeah, there's, one thing I talked to Ashley about is kind of the low hanging fruit. I mean, there's ones out there that are, yeah, I think,
Now,
go after.
when I talk about lien, is that considered a lien, the list that she brings over to the clerk and recorder's office? Or does she have to file a special lien against that particular
No, she,
property?
she brings it over to the clerk and recorder's office. So one thing I talked to Ashley about is this idea of the automatic lien. And it's automatic in the sense that you don't need to actually record a separate lien or whatever. But you still have to go through that statutory process.
Right.
To collect on it.
But
But it's automatic and then it
Yeah,
arises.
it's automatically
upon-
linked.
Yeah.
But the only thing that worries me is that when they do title search on it, do they do title searches on that big packet of liens that came in from? Or do they go to the treasurer's office and say, are these taxes paid? Is that how they find out if the taxes?
They might do both. I would have to see what like Jack Owens, is, but the list is over there.
Yeah.
And Ashley brought it over to the clerk and recorder's office.
So with a question on that, if this is an automatic lien, how come properties that are on that list have been sold? That still have the previous owner's name attached to it? And, well, people, I'll use names as examples, Trevor Troop bought a part of their Cornerstone subdivision. Until I sent delinquent letters out, Trevor Troop had no knowledge that there was delinquent taxes owed on this property.
So this is where the title search isn't happening.
Exactly, so if people are doing a title search, a property has been purchased now. So what does this individual need to do? Go back and sue the title company and then the title company sue the county because the county didn't put the lien on? I mean, what's gonna happen?
Well,
So-
may I ask, the taxes are still owed on this
Yeah,
property?
they're still owed the, you can, yeah, we can't stop anyone from transferring the property. The tax is still owed. The county has been sending out the notices because the buyer somehow didn't know about that. It's not on,
Yeah.
not on the
So-
county.
If there's a cloud, that cloud stays until that is paid.
So for the protection of Drummond, to be able to collect the delinquent taxes, especially on those ones that are questionable that have 3 years. You know, if they skip out, does Drummond get a copy of the lien that was placed, so we have information that shows that the lien was actually on this property? I mean, do we have that right to have a copy of
It's
the lien?
public knowledge.
Well,
So
but there's not a separate, lien document the county
Yeah.
files. That's where the automatic part of it comes up.
That would,
Ashley, brings the list over to the clerk and recorder's
Yeah.
office. You could be entitled to that list.
Which is actually
the
same
Yeah.
that we
That-
send
monthly.
that would be something that you, as the clerk for the town of Drummond, would say, okay, I'm gonna spend the day, I'm gonna look at the courthouse and I'm gonna look at these liens. That the list came from the treasurer to the clerk and recorder. And I'm sure they probably could even come to the treasurer's office, but if the
Yeah.
lien is filed in the clerk and recorder's office, that's where you would, am I
So-
correct?
But it's not a separate,
That's it.
lien document. It's that delinquent list. Does like Jack Owens, when he does title work, does he come into your office? So he's doing it in the clerk and recorder's office. So, yeah.
But is he looking at that big list? That I don't think,
Yeah.
it just doesn't seem like they're looking at that list.
He's thorough. I don't know about
Yeah.
other
Did
researchers,
you wanna look at this?
but
So if Drummond went over and the list that's for July, it's down to 70,000 owed now. So if I took that list to the clerk and recorder and said, here's my list, can you tell me that each of these properties that had a lien placed that is documented on the county records, they could say yes?
but there's not a separate, like say like a easements recorded. There's not a separate document called lien or whatever. It's just simply that list. And that's following the statutory process.
Yeah. So what you would do, I would think, and that's just something that we have to make sure that the title companies are looking at that list, right? Knowing that there's, and usually the title companies would go to the treasurer's office and see, okay, there's the taxes owed on this property. And they can find out fast, and then they come over and the liens. And the treasurer's office can tell them exactly
If,
how much
if
is
a,
owed.
if a buyer says, oh, I didn't have notice of that, then yeah, they should go. after
Buyer
the title.
beware,
They
right?
should- They should, the title company should have, given them notice, if they're using, some people don't use title companies as well, and they just, there's a lot of quick claim deeds going on.
They'll be on them, right, Brian?
Yeah,
Not on their.
but the lien remains though, so they're not getting out of it.
Okay, and just to make sure, and they're liable, even if they bought the property, the lien was on the property and they have to pay
Yeah.
that lien.
Yeah,
They're
it's
responsible for it and they can be taken to court for it, correct?
Correct,
Okay,
as long as that list is,
Yeah.
that list is brought.
So for me to be able to answer to bond counsel, Dan Simmons, and to be able to answer to Steve Trundle with USDA, when they're telling me, what are we doing to collect the taxes? I can say without hesitation, without a doubt, that the county, when I showed them the list, each of those properties have a lien attached if there is delinquency on them. Can I say with the surety that the county has done that?
No.
Okay, why not?
Because you have to follow, and this is something that we've talked about, the MCA for each tax lien process. So with that, you have to have the notices that follow each timeline. So mobile home or personal property follows different timelines than real property timeline. With that, there's a 2-week notice. Well, first there's the delinquency that comes to the commission, a delinquent list that goes to the clerk and recorder's office. There's a delinquent letter that goes out to the taxpayer. 2 notices for the newspaper. Thereafter, you have to be within, July 1st to July 17th for an additional notice of pending tax liens. Then tax lien issued, and then after that, they also still have to have another letter sent that is a tax lien issued. So then it is available for tax assignment thereafter August 15th. Because after the tax lien has been put on, they have an additional time frame that they can pay that prior to it going out for tax lien sale or tax assignment sale.
So there's a lot to go through this to get this started before Bertie can have.
So with that, the list that I gave you, everything's back on the chair, the June and July, those lists. So when looking at those, Miranda. I'm sorry. Ashley. Okay, so looking at these lists, so we'll go with this one, we can just cover it, because it's got a lot of those paid. So looking at this list, if we go back to 2022, can I tell bond counsel that there's liens placed on those 2?
For 2022,
So,
And can I tell bond counsel that there is recorded?
so I think you
There's
can,
the automatic.
I think the distinction here is you can tell them there's liens. But the county has to go through, what Ashley's saying, has to go through the process to collect on that. And so it wouldn't be the town going through the process to collect, it would be the county, but you could say, we're working with the county and coming up with a plan
Right.
for them to collect
But
them.
when they asked me on 2022, can I say that that process has been done? Has that
Yes.
process been done for 2022?
so on your delinquent list that you get a little bit different list than what you see here. This is a uncollected taxes with delinquents, not legals. So when I send you your vehicle liens, so you'll see there's a column that says tax sale certificate. Those are the liens.
Okay. Can I get a copy of that so I can prove to bond counsel that we are doing everything within our power and we're following through to making sure that it's done? The last thing I want the town to do is to call on any of the grants or loans that we're getting from USDA. We have a $9.5 million project. We're getting $7.7 million in grants and forgiveness, leaving a loan to the town, at least 2 USDA loans plus SRF loans that are gonna equal $1.7 million. So with that, we have to show that we are actively going after these delinquencies and we are making our good faith payments to USDA for these 2 loans. I haven't gotten the information for the SRF yet. And they're also mandating that we have a reserve fund that we have to start putting money in every month to cover both of those loans, as well as we have to start putting money away in an asset fund. So town of Drummond only gets a little over $100,000 in our general fund for tax ad valorem. We get a little over 13 for our lighting. The sewer, we're having to go from $24.36 a month to $75 a month. It's a 208% increase to our sewer to cover these loans, even though we're getting that much money in grants and forgiveness, and we're having to explain to people and having so many people come into the town needing education on how they're getting a 208% increase to their sewer. I mean, they're angry and valid. I mean, when they're asking, you know, our property taxes are going up, we have to explain, we are all, if we own property, we are all taxpayers. We're all in the same boat. If you live in the jurisdiction where you are connected to the sewer, unfortunately, we have to continue to go forward with the sewer project. Our sewer lagoon is leaking into the Clark Fork River. So DEQ is mandating that we upgrade this lagoon, so we have no choice. So this is a huge pill to swallow for our citizens to take. And if we can't continue to be aggressive with these delinquent taxes, and if we default, what happens when you default on your mortgage? The bank takes it. If we default on our USDA loans, then the lagoon, the wastewater treatment facility, would be owned by United States Department of Agriculture instead of the town and the people of the town. So that is why we're being so aggressive with these delinquent taxes. We have to show that we are actively engaged in making sure that we're doing everything in our power to collect.
One thing to kind of, I guess, step back a little bit, Ashley was wanting this meeting just to get, I guess, information on what she needs to provide for next week. So this is kind of just a preliminary meeting on what she's wanting for next week. And so, you're working on that, correct?
Yeah,
Any
I did
questions?
not see this being, the sit down with the town as of today.
And
So I came with different preparation.
I will let you go over that. Please just understand where we're at. I mean, our hands are completely tied with this project. And I don't know what else the town can do if we can't collect these. And if either one of these 3-year-older skip out, what does the town do? Do we have to then sue the county to recoup the money? I mean, I don't know. No idea.
Well, the county will actively, go to collect those. There's gonna be some that, like personal property, if the personal property is, gone and the person's gone, and some of it might be uncollectible. Real property, if there's huge environmental issue to it, the county's not gonna touch it. And so, I mean,
There's more.
the county's gonna, the way I look at it, the county's gonna go after what we can, but it's not gonna be 100%, collectible.
Do you have any recommendations for us here in this situation? As the town, I mean,
I think continue to work with the county. We'll come up with the plan, hopefully next week. We can sit down and work forward on that plan. But the town itself cannot, in my understanding, can't collect the taxes, be the county working on it.
correct.
Yeah, so, but the county, you've got the commission behind you, so that's good, yeah.
Much appreciated. This has been a stressful 3 years.
So I guess before I dive into what I had prepared for this section of the meeting, I just want to let you know that we have been collecting, we have been aggressive here as well. You know, we are doing everything within our power to find the people that we're getting returned mail for, which are some of the larger amounts that are outstanding. But, you know, in the last week, since we've sent out our letter with the multi-year delinquency on it, we've collected over,
It's down $100,000.
you know, I'm just talking in the last week, not for the total list. we've collected over $60,000 in the last week. Now, I will say a majority of that is 2024 delinquencies. But we need to get 2024 delinquencies cleared up before we can go after, or before those taxpayers can pay on the oldest delinquencies. So say for instance, they have 2024 delinquent. They have to become current with 2024 before they could ever pay their 21s. Or anything beyond that. So, you know, we are being aggressive in our office, more aggressive than they ever have been before in that office.
Very noticed.
But, you know, we can only do what is within our power and we need time in order to do that. These things can't happen overnight. Taxes became delinquent on June 30th. And we are now August 8th. Well, August 12th. Since the time of delinquency going forward, we have actively been collecting the delinquent taxes. We've been sending out letters, we've been sending out notices. We've been sending out information on programs that are available for delinquent taxes through the HAP program. If these people truly cannot pay these bills, there's a program out there that can help them. So it's, you know, not everything can be in the forefront of everyone's purview. So what we do within our office is not something that somebody can walk in and just see it happening. It's a continuous action.
So, appreciate it. Now, we are posting to social media and on the website, the list. My understanding is there is a trust account for those making payments. Is there a way that I can send you the list I'm going to put on social media? Is there a way you can tell me the entities that are making payments so I can, when it's posted to social media, it doesn't look like because it has the full balance. It looks to the general public as if they're not making an effort or trying to pay because it goes into a trust account. So these people, and I would understand, would be angry because they're still being put out there that they have a full amount owed. Is there a way to say, even if I put an asterisk by it, accounts that have asterisks are generally trying to make good on their delinquent taxes, they're making payments or something.
But the thing about it, they still owe it. Whether they paid some or not, it shouldn't matter whether you put the.
So it's been brought to the
That's
attention
okay.
that
They
these
should be able
people
to.
are making payments, you know, just
But I
because
mean,
it's
that's
the
up to
full
them to
amount.
make that decision, that they say, no, I've been paying y'all.
So
But
I think that would be confidential on that,
Yeah.
making the payments. But if you guys, if Ashley could say, yeah, they're making payments, you wanted to take them totally off the list, but I don't think you can say they're making payments.
no,
And I don't know, and like I would need,
I'd still put the total amount, it's their fault, it's their deal. I mean, if they're making payments, they know what they've made.
Yeah, that's gotta be private, yeah, so they can put that on.
So we'll leave the full amount.
yeah, and I mean, verifying that those people have, I mean, up to the day that you publish that, because I see a few names on there that I would have to check the tax ID number because they have multiples. Two on there that I recognize the names of that may have already paid.
So before I publish it on social media or Facebook, I get an updated list and I let you know that
Hmm.
prior to publicizing, I wanna make sure that those balances are the same.
Yes.
Because I wouldn't want to put someone's name out there that has cleared their account.
Yeah.
For them, I recognize 2 names.
Yeah, you'd be subject to potentially have a defamation lawsuit if you did, so I'd make sure you have that answer.
We put on our report, the day the report was pulled,
Yeah,
and then I have the reports that I can go back and say on that date that that report was pulled, that was your balance. On the Granite County
Yeah.
tax records.
yep, that'd be it.
So, may I interrupt? This was a plan to collect delinquent taxes and you kind of have digressed completely to figuring out how Drummond can collect, which is fine, I understand that. But what we need to do is visit with the treasurer on how we're going forward, collect our taxes, which, which
Yeah.
we need to do.
Even back 1 degree from them, she's just wanting to know what information you need so she can come back next week.
Yep.
Mhm. I have, so to follow what Blanche is saying, I have, you know, obviously the MCAs and the timelines that go along with the different delinquent taxes, you know, for real estate and how we would follow the process for each one. One just going completely delinquent to tax lien from the county, but being available for assignment from an outside entity? Or is it that we need a list and plan for the delinquent to tax lien to county tax deed to sheriff sale on real property? And what do we, and like, do we need a plan and list for the same following the timeline for personal properties? And what it is that, I guess, what is it that the commission really wants for a plan? Do you want a timeline with MCA? Do you want the list and when they're available for us to go to tax deed? What is it that we're looking for in a plan towards that?
Okay, so going forward, getting it out to the public, the ones that we want to make maybe trust accounts available for them through the treasurer's office.
So with that, currently, I believe our trust account total is close to 200 people. And
Okay.
You make that offer to folks that come in, correct?
if they're struggling or if
Yeah.
they need to get caught up on delinquencies, we do offer it. It is not something that we advertise for a very good reason. There is a lot of bookkeeping that goes into tracking this. There's not a set payment schedule. We could create that, but it would have to be tailored to each individual because of the fact that, you know, you could come in and your tax payment is $400 a year versus somebody that comes in and theirs is $3,000 a year. You're not gonna have the same payment, right?
Right.
So that is a
Realizing that, yeah, there's an accounting thing to this process. And also realizing that, how busy your office is. But we also realize that you asked for a half-time person. And, looking at the budget, realizing that we're trying to collect taxes. We wanted to do this to include that half-time person in setting up some way that the treasurer's office can collect these taxes, because it's not a minor amount, it's a lot. So, understandably how busy your office is, but also understandably, we're giving you a half-time person that we should be able to coordinate something where you can do the accounting on trust accounts or collecting taxes, making it available for people that can't afford to pay them, and then they get in a rut and they can't pay them, and then the assignment comes, and then the foreclosure comes. We want to avoid that if we possibly can.
Of course, yes,
But people also see these people that are owing a lot, going through that process, I think we'll send a message. So potentially a list from Ashley of those people that are potentially ready. Some things they're gonna have to do some research on. You don't wanna go after one,
Well, my question
liability.
here is that, like you said, that we gotta collect the 24 taxes before we get together delinquent taxes, but I mean, some of these people are 10 years out, where you don't have delinquent taxes. On those people, can't we put a lien on their property?
the liens are already there for most of those people that you're talking about that are the extended.
Well, like a lien and give them like, they got 60 days to try to get caught up or we're selling the property or taking control.
I agree.
We can't do that necessarily on real properties because of the MCA. They have set timelines for MCA on that in particular.
But going
Personal
through that, but going
properties.
through the process.
I'm sure it's
yeah.
less than 10 years with taxes.
That's why I'm saying that, if they're 10 years behind, what the hell they gotta wait on?
Yeah, that's what my
So-
question is, I guess, too.
So there's probably a list we can work on that has some of these that are ready to go, that may need some research.
Yeah, I think that's what, like, instead of getting the ones that are delinquent on 24, we need the list of the ones that are, 5, 7 years delinquent.
Which I provided to you guys back in
Right.
May, and that's been cleaned up a little bit, but
But just need an update for the design,
Yeah.
so we can start moving on it, so we're not wasting time on something that's already paid that they gave us, before.
so I
Yeah.
can give you separate lists for that.
Yeah.
Where it
Is
is
that what you're
real
saying?
estate property with the oldest delinquencies. And then I could do personal properties with the oldest delinquencies and include in each packet their timelines. And Blaine and I can work together on this. I think the personal property is a little more simplified. From my understanding, where it can go directly to the sheriff with a writ of execution if the tax liens are on there already. Real property is a
Different, yeah.
longer process. But
Well, we
The
know
heart-
it's coming, we just gotta do it.
The hard thing with the personal property is if, that mobile home trailer's gone or whatever, so
That'd
it's
be
gonna
real
take
property,
some.
Right, mobile homes, is real property in it?
No,
that's
personal, but also you can, there's a way to get, a lien on the real property up to 10,000. So there's some teeth there, but yeah, there's just some research needs done on some of this to see if it's still there.
So definitely try to do the older ones instead of the last 3 years.
Okay,
To get started.
basically what we wanna do is, we wanna get more aggressive collecting taxes.
Yes.
We haven't. And knowing what your office and what you've done, how you've streamlined it and how you're working on getting it streamlined and we're giving you, another half-time person, which truly you do need. But we need for you to incorporate that because we've got to get more aggressive because we don't have these grants. We don't have this. We have to collect taxes somehow.
Well,
Is what we wanna
everything,
do.
on safety, everything, I mean.
And we've been negligent.
Mhm.
We have on collecting
Well, yeah.
taxes.
And Ashley's exempt from that, so she's new, so
Yeah,
yeah.
right.
But she inherited she inherited,
No, no, sure.
she inherited
I
the,
100% do not feel like this is personal towards me
Yeah.
whatsoever. I understand that this is 100%.
It just got pushed back.
And I'm not saying I'm saying we have been negligent.
No, I understood.
Okay,
We have,
And I do feel like what we have, like I said, what we have done thus far in just these last weeks in collection is showing positive. That we have had people that have written us letters back, in just saying, sorry, I don't know how I missed this. We've had people that said, no, I sent a check. We've received checks recently, no postmark on them. 3 months old. So I believe
Yeah.
people when they say
Well,
they
we're
pay,
gonna have
they just
it,
have to
just gotta
prove it,
keep going.
yeah.
I gotta be aggressive and move ahead. We started this, now let's keep going, so we can at least get.
Yeah,
so coming from you to us is you kind of know what we want, right? You have an idea of what we want.
separate lists following MCA or collecting on
Yeah.
older delinquents. Yes.
Okay, so going forward, next week, if it's on the agenda again, have your concepts on how going about it.
Mhm.
And have a plan that we have to make public. That we're going to do this, we're going to be more aggressive because we have to be more aggressive, people have to pay their taxes. And if we have to make it public, if we have to put it in the paper, we have to put it in the paper.
Mhm.
That,
Yeah.
I think that's, you're explaining it, summarized it very good. Yep. Very well.
is that okay with you actually?
Yeah, I definitely have more paperwork here than I need to have for you. So I will just I already have in the works, additional notice that worked for Madison County. Madison County followed a very aggressive schedule as well, where it's multi-notice, monthly, weekly, to the point of
Yeah.
near harassment.
Yeah.
So I have that with, the software company. We're gonna develop that, so it pulls it in automatically from the system of delinquency, so it's not, I'm missing somebody.
If there's something right now, may I say this, that you feel you might have to add to your budget to be able to do this.
I did, drop my budget quite a bit because of the fact that we removed the printing from our office, which included mailing, postage, et cetera. I feel that I will probably have ample for that already with what I currently have.
Yeah.
there. Yeah, I think I should,
Your current request.
My current request,
Current
yeah.
request, okay.
I can make it work.
Is that okay? We're,
Yeah, no, that's why, you know, we talked about where each office supervisor, or whatever, should come in and see us. To go over them,
Right.
so then we know what's going on, so we just get the numbers. But if you came in and told us, you know, this is why I'm doing this, and this is why I'm doing that.
Okay.
Why, that's so funny.
Last year you told me not to. Last year I already told me not to.
we're requesting, we're requesting something from you. And so you need, we're asking you for your help.
Yeah, if I feel I need an amendment, I could always.
If there's things like you said with talking with what county is doing this aggressively.
Madison.
So maybe looking at Madison County and saying, well, how much more is it costing you to aggressively do this?
Mhm.
And then. You see where I'm coming from?
Yeah,
Okay,
and I mean, I, like I said, I have,
our main plan is, hey, pay your taxes.
Yeah.
We all do, we all have to, so should you. No freebies anymore, there's no freebies, there's no grant monies out there, there's no this, there's no that, we have to do it on our own, pretty much.
People want roads maintained.
Yeah.
Functioning sewer.
Yeah, yeah.
Gotta have it.
They drive that road to their house. And they should be paying taxes on that.
Yeah.
and I can provide, the commission, and I'll have to come in every week, but I could provide the commission with a weekly update of the reduction of collection. So it's,
It's a ring, go ahead.
You don't turn it off.
Granite County Commissioners, go ahead.
Thank you. This is Elena Gagliano. I'm calling public comment.
Well, I haven't gone to public comment on this yet, we were.
Well, I've been waiting. I know it's past the time and I've been waiting. Nobody's answering this phone, so I'll wait for public comment.
We weren't done yet, we were just finishing up, there wasn't nothing up there, Blaine. I didn't see a hand or nothing.
I'm calling on the number. I understand that this is the commissioner's number if you have to comment and you can't
Well,
do it
your policy
on
is she can't,
whatever.
she needs to be
Oh,
on
okay.
Zoom.
You are
Yeah.
on Zoom right now, Elena, if you cannot respond on Zoom,
I can't
then we
turn my
are not
camera.
going to accept
I
your
can't.
call.
I'm not gonna sit here and fight over this, we haven't even got to public comment, still making a plan, what we're doing. I'm not here.
sorry, with that, I can bring the commission or send the commission every week, just an updated report on the. I don't think that you need or want the full delinquency list, but there's a consolidated report that shows the reduction in percentages to collect and or it's just a smaller version that shows, individual funds.
So we have an agenda item every week
Yeah.
for
We
treasurer.
don't wanna let this.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's not as if you have to come in, it's just
Correct. A
whatever.
standing, it could be standing report.
Yeah. Yeah,
And it, yeah,
okay.
Sounds good.
I mean, it's a
5
work in
minutes.
progress, it's not gonna, like you said, happen overnight.
Yeah.
We know that, we just need to move ahead, keep on it.
Yep.
Plan is to meet though next week with Town of Drummond, Town of Phillipsburg and. Pardon.
Okay.
Yeah, now, is there any public comment?
I think that,
Not taking
you and I worked well together.
Very well, and I appreciate everything that you're doing.
Thank you, everybody. We'll move ahead, thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ashley.
All right, so we'll jump in, we're a little behind, we'll jump into wheat spraying. I see Ben there, come on up, Ben.
Yeah.
Very good. Busy week, huh?
Yep. Cats and dogs today.
That big animal show up next tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh, Lance.
We
I'll see you
really
next week.
appreciate all of your help with this.
Have a good day. Yeah, thanks for.
that better. Okay, I need to make this one statement. When you're on Zoom, you refuse to turn your camera on. You cannot make a phone call to make a public comment, and you're still on Zoom. Somehow get that through to the Zoom people that this is why you're on Zoom. It's available for you. If you choose not to put your video on, then there is no comment from you by a phone call.
But my understanding was you said if they're having trouble or whatever, you're gonna give them some time.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you've gotta.
But this is-
yeah,
this is
it's
not-
ongoing, yeah, this is
This
ongoing,
is just the harassment.
That's right.
yeah,
That's one.
I agree.
And then it turns around and it'll come back email and Miranda, while she's trying to work and it'll load her up, well, she's gotta be taking our notes, we gotta stop. I mean,
Well, she can email or whatever, but the 10, 15 emails during a meeting, that's just harassment.
okay, all right, Ben.
Sorry, Ben.
Bye.
Say, I left a couple messages and nobody got back. I called him,
On the
Jeremy,
phone?
yeah.
Okay.
And we need to get some spraying done at the dam before the 20th, we're trying to get, we got first coming.
Yeah, I did get that message.
Okay, yeah, I didn't hear back, man, I left Jeremy a message, and around some of the county shops, it's not killing it.
All the shops.
And,
The dump out here.
yeah, the dump.
I was there Friday, those weeds are dying.
Okay.
I don't know if
Buying
they
them some.
yeah, usually. For that type of stuff, it'll be 10 days till you see something died, but, I'll make sure that they got the dam.
Okay,
Double
and
check
then,
for you.
a couple of people are saying that they're not getting, they're just spraying the state right away, and they're not even getting down to the fence. And like they gotta get over closer.
Yeah.
I guess these are complaints coming in.
Yeah, no,
Yes,
I,
So
I
they,
get
they've made the comment that they see them and they're just spraying from their truck. They're not getting out of the truck.
yeah, yeah, and that's, this time of year is when you see napwood blooms, and so, which I think I know who's, you probably got phone calls from, but.
They haven't quit. I see, man, like,
Yeah, no, and I get them on the weekends.
Okay.
But it's funny that I happen to see, see that stuff when I drive, and I tell those guys, it's like, we gotta get, these bad spots by the fence. And another challenging thing this time of year too, this is when everybody will see where we miss spraying. This is not necessarily the ideal time to go back and respray that knapweed. Cause it's kind of the hot part of the year, so honestly, September is
okay,
probably more ideal to do that.
that's.
And there's one of those people I did forget to call back, but called me on Saturday and I forgot to call back, so they're probably, well, you guys got a call, that's not me. Anyway, but,
We
yeah,
can answer it, Ben, they'll say September will be better, they should know that too. so.
yeah, and it's, something that we try to deal with.
Are some of the weeds better to get like right before the snow flies even, or than like
Yeah.
that seals it in? Or?
So a lot of weeds, like knapweed, a lot of those perennial weeds, there's that first light frost, spraying right after that actually works really well. So especially if we get moisture, kind of September timeframe, it really helps get that herbicide in those plants.
Did they already seed out?
Yeah, they have, which is why we try to use herbicides that have a soil residual.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I mean, and people are
you can very easily see the spray line. Um, in some places and where that residual is working. So it's those problem areas that people are seeing further off that we haven't gotten yet, that we need to get more herbicide down on those
Okay, and
areas.
you keeping
So,
tabs on that Blackfoot stuff still, please?
yeah,
Cause
I
they
did.
never showed up, they haven't got back to us
Okay.
or nothing.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna.
The permit says they'll repair it,
Yeah.
before they did the work.
And I actually, like all the state highways, that we spray, we actually do that under contract with the Department of Transportation.
Right.
So I talked to those guys, and they said, no, that's in, like, Department of Transportation's contract for them, on their right of way. So they were going to make sure they talked to Blackfoot about that as well, but like the county road stuff, you know, I was flipping through spray sheets and trying to figure out like how much we're spending on spraying that stuff out of the county right
A
away.
lot of it, boy, it's really coming back.
Yeah.
It's-
So, but yeah, I will try to
And
keep a,
they were gonna get back with us
Hold on.
too, and they never have.
okay.
It seems like when they want something, they're here, but.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to send them a
Well,
bill,
maybe-
so maybe, working with, even with Sarah and we can get a bill out or something.
Figure out who's supposed to be doing that, cause Paul was talking to somebody different than, I can't remember the guy, so I was.
Yeah, I'll get all that
JD.
lined out for you.
Yeah.
We can sit
Whoever I can talk to.
JD Ray.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
But anyway, yes.
well, that's
it is-
good to know. Yeah, just that walkway up on the dam there behind the gate, they'll have to walk in there or take
This
their.
Georgetown or.
Yeah, Georgetown, yeah, and if that or side by side, just spray it the hell
Okay.
out of it, cause it. He's always complaining about the.
Yeah. I will,
Jared's gonna go up the 19th. We gotta be there 20th, and if somebody wanted to meet with Jared up there 19th, he could show him.
okay,
Jared Kruger.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
That
I mean,
right?
you wanna do it before that though? You think?
I don't think it's only a week. I mean, it's might turn some of them down, but I don't know if it's gonna do much in a week up there now.
hard to say.
I mean,
They might start looking a little tipped over.
we can, I mean,
I'll tell them to spray it as soon as they can.
yeah, just go up there and then just go around the top of the dam and then there by the church place down in there and along that face there.
Will Jared be up there tomorrow or Thursday?
There,
This week?
I don't, he's a contractor, I don't know, I'd have to call him. But if they kinda know where to go,
They've sprayed it before, so.
Just hit it hard and try to kill that shit.
They did spray,
Jared went and pulled them trees out too, so that's all done, got that done, so.
they did spray the airport here a week or two ago. As well.
Yeah, just, we can get it, just trying to get everything wrapped up before.
Inspection.
Okay. Yeah, nope, I'll have them do that, so.
Alrighty,
I just sent him JD Ray's contact info.
Okay.
You know.
I appreciate you coming in.
You bet. See you guys later.
All right.
Obviously, Paul and you.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Probably.
Good luck over there.
Thanks.
Well, we got county claim, but I see it, Little John, Terry Michael, come on up and John, we can go look at this stuff.
Off to Old John's one that got, Mr. Brown, so, yeah,
Good job.
pat on the back here.
It's been a week.
Did you get the reward or?
No, cause I was working.
Gotta be a non-working.
I did ask. But
Always gotta ask, it's always a no unless you do.
Stay on this, estimate there, it just seems like it's completely out of hand. On the lithium saying that stuff, have you talked to Nick Kessler at all?
So the original stuff that it went in for was the first three on that estimate. The first two, the air temp sensor and the regen and the low boost air sensor. So those got taken care of. That was what it originally went in for. And then the other things that they found during the inspection, I haven't talked to Nick yet, because last week was really busy.
Right, last 10 days.
I'll chat with him, hopefully, possibly today, tomorrow. But.
Yeah, it just seems like, I mean, here where they want to mount down 6 tires, is that new tires or you have tires already?
They'd be new tires, it could use tires, and I know rubber's not cheap anymore.
Nick does tires too.
He does, yeah, he does most of
Well,
the
you
stuff
can get them
for it.
through Lysiks, which is half the price that, Lithia and them guys.
That's what we go with the road department through.
Yeah, JC Holland does it too down there in Drummond, so I mean, there's
Yeah.
places that, we wanna kinda keep the money in our community.
No, and I agree with that, this is what they had told me was needing, so I'll
Okay.
talk with Nick and see what he can do, as far as price wise for that stuff.
Okay.
But the original things that it needed to get done, Nick didn't wanna do the regen, because he's not. It's just better to do that stuff at a dealership, that way something messes up.
That sounds good, yeah, I'm just going over,
The original stuff to get it moving again.
Well, what is the top, was it the top 3 is what they really needed? Is that what that
Yeah,
is?
and then everything else was found after the.
For all of it, right?
No, for all, they're doing everything's 9,000.
Right, and the top 3 was that.
Yeah, and he authorized them to fix it, which was good, because it had to be done, it said he just said he's gonna talk to Kessler on the rest, I just think guys, cause there's not much money in there.
No, absolutely.
We're trying to
whatever we can.
save where we can and.
Yeah, no, I agree completely. I just wanted to
Yeah,
let you guys know what was going on, and also, Drummond Ambulance loaned us their second ambulance, so I'm very grateful for them.
okay,
Is your main ambulance that's down or? is it-
Yeah, we only have the one.
Okay,
And hopefully this year I'm gonna try to talk to some people that know more about grant writing than I do. When the time comes up for the DOT grants for possibly getting another ambulance grant going.
yeah, you might talk to, well, Frank and Monica, who would they have looking at, did they do that themselves? No, they had somebody else. but-
Sue Huffman's a good grant writer, no, Sue Huffman.
Cause that's what we were talking earlier about, trying to find somebody to write grants for us, just like on the dam and that, so maybe we
Yeah,
can work
'cause
together
that's
or
something
something.
I'm definitely not gonna say I'm good at.
Yeah,
And then-
But yeah, those are the things that they found in the multi-point inspection that needs to be worked on. And like I said, I'll talk to Nick and see if he is in line with that, and if it's something that he's gonna be cheaper on, then we could definitely get the ambulance. next
Yeah.
year.
Cause he's
To get it worked on.
treated us good before, mechanic and.
Yeah, he's our main guy usually
Yeah.
that does everything. He just wasn't comfortable doing a forced regen
No, that's fine.
yeah.
with the computer systems and
Better not
the
screw
vehicles and
it,
stuff.
don't screw it
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
No, we're good, I just seen that whole thing, holy shit.
Yeah, no, I agree. When they sent it to me too, I was like, okay. But no, the main things that to get it running again are getting worked on.
Okay,
Hopefully we'll have it back soon, but like I said, eternally grateful for Drummond for lending us their second one. That could be going.
Did you put this in your budget request for this coming year?
I did not, because it was before,
Okay, so.
the request went in before this
Oh.
happened.
yeah,
All right,
I just wanted to get a hold of him, find.
yeah, no, it's good.
Well, thanks, good job, appreciate it.
Yeah. No,
You need anything, holler, and keep working, trying to get shit lined out.
Absolutely.
And
I'll talk to Nick and see if there's, something he can do.
You got some new people on your crew then, or?
We got another new EMT that's starting up, but we're doing well.
Good.
Yeah.
Any public comment? Did you say she had her hand up?
No, but we're a little ahead.
I think she's just listening. I talked to them last night, and they're doing some stuff with the ambulance down there. I think they're just listening, see what's going on. And they're kind of staying in touch.
I'm hoping we'll have ours back here shortly so we can put their ambulance back to them, but
We just gotta work together, you know.
No, and I
We'll make it work.
appreciate it that they were able to loan that one to us, and it helps us, helps them. Well, they don't have to come down.
Your QRU vehicle running all right?
Yeah, no, that's going great. It's just having the ability to transport. I
Yeah,
mean, in an emergency, you can
yeah,
throw somebody in there, but having.
yeah, it needs to. Name one go.
All righty, well, thanks for coming in.
Yeah. No, thank you guys.
Yeah, just give us a
Thanks.
holler.
Yeah, thanks, Eric. Always a pleasure to see you guys.
Have a good one.
Thank you, too.
Okay, so on the claims,
What do you want?
for desk guard,
Yeah.
49,000. Is that the one-time thing?
That the one that we told them to buy all of it?
Yep.
So,
Man chloride or what is it?
so is that gonna cover the rest of the summer then? That
Oh,
amount
hell
right
yeah.
there?
That should cover everything now.
And
I know we've been dumping it, and that's what we're gonna take up to Georgetown too, Blanche, that's the mag cord. I can call and make sure that, is that all we're getting on the call?
Yeah, I think so, because
I'm out of here,
Skedaddle.
unless you guys need me.
Where are you hiding?
okay.
Do real work.
Wow.
Yes, oh,
We're staying at, we're still staying at one.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Are you good with that?
What's that?
Fire, just
Yeah.
stay at one.
Alright, sounds good. Call it
Alright,
the evening.
thanks,
Alright,
Thanks, Blaine, for all you do.
oh,
you're welcome.
when we see a claim here, we'll call you.
Alright.
I already saw one.
So now we wanna make sure that the roller rental is coming out of the professional services. Is that on your little list?
Hey, are you getting any more dust guard? Like, we got that, we're gonna get some more, how much more? Cause we got like $50,000 sitting there at the. In the claims. Think another 50,000?
You're gonna take out his budget.
You figure it'll be like 10,000 or better at Georgetown Lake.
Well, yeah, we figured 10,000 for Georgetown.
Mhm.
So the $200,000 budget, 100,000 goes to dust guard.
And the other 100,000 went to gravel.
Oh, we're just going over this, the claims and that. And yes, them guys will be paid, they're in the claims, so we had to wait till we did that final stuff, so. Everybody's are in the claim. No, you can call Bob and Chris. Yeah, we haven't took nothing from Doug yet, I don't, did you?
He's got it in here.
Too, so. You can let him know. Well, we're just trying to figure out on that. Mag, I mean, we just gotta really watch what we're doing now, I mean, it's.
That's what we're doing, is watching what we're doing.
And it just, I don't know, I guess we're just seeing how much more you thought was gonna go in there, we're trying to do the budget, Jesus Christ. Yeah, and the guy hates being short on it too, he said, we'll just do what we can and cut it off. I guess let's just get through what we got and see where we're at, and then we'll make a plan.
Yep. Their match, just it. That's what we wanna see.
It'll all be gone by tomorrow. So we're probably gonna have to get, we gotta do Georgetown now, so we're gonna have to get more up there.
Yeah.
And Rock Creek, forgot, yeah. Now I guess we can get some more, that's all we can do, we just gotta kinda try to figure out how to start cutting back on a lot of this stuff. It's just not good. I know we need it, and it's just a damn spending, we don't have the money for the whole deal with it. Alright, but yeah, you can call them guys and tell them that we're doing the claims right now, so. Bye.
So I'm honestly thinking Upper Rock Creek Road does not need anything.
So it's
I didn't think
42,000.
Either spending so much meg dumped on it is still.
It was
Yeah,
40,
I mean,
it wasn't 50, it was 42.
I just said,
Round up.
figure that,
Yeah.
cause by tomorrow it'll, And we've done a lot more in these places we haven't, and then the gravel, we put a
But they
$200,000 worth of gravel, you hate to see that shit this.
have to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think Upper Rock Creek Road needs it. If you wanna
Maybe
drive out,
look at it,
look at
and let him know and.
Yeah, 'cause I mean, at least from, you know, the corner up there to the bridge above my house, I mean, it's still,
Yeah, maybe.
I haven't noticed, I mean, there might be a little bit of dust, but it's not like I think it can make it till next year now.
So we wanna make sure Western equipment is taken out of professional services for the roller thing. When you get to Western equipment.
I got a message from somebody that said, just called Jeremy and he's up by Georgetown and was planning to do the dam today, and I remind him about getting those spots on Marshall Creek Road. Thanks for all you guys do dealing with taxes and everything else. I don't know who it is.
Jeremy,
Ben.
was it Ben?
Then, yeah.
This is 544-5090.
I don't know.
See,
Guessing.
Hey, who is this?
Gotta be
You
Ben.
can,
Yeah.
we wanna know who's praising us.
I don't know his cell phone.
I bet it's Ben.
I
Yeah,
got Ben's
He was
number. It's
listening
just-
to the taxes.
Maybe I don't have that number.
What do you say, is this Ben?
I haven't heard. They haven't answered. I'm kind of thinking,
Yeah, I don't have a cell phone.
what?
You wanna start signing some?
Oh, did you say 5090?
Huh?
5090, yep, that's Ben.
Oh. Oh,
I
that's,
just found it.
well, maybe that's why he didn't get it. That's it.
Just call him someone else.
I'll have to, I'll look and see.
Little John called Nick and he's gonna look at that ambulance.
Oh,
He just wrote me.
but the airport spends lots of money.
Oh,
The airport,
that's why I gotta think about it, find out what.
So first month, of the new fiscal year, the road has spent 215,166 in expenditures, not counting salary.
well, the new gravel and all that.
Well, no, that's the road. Gas tax has been 187,225, that's your gravel.
Oh, okay.
Get on, maybe this year we might not be able to get that much gravel. You know, we might have to cut that, we'll have to start, looking and see. Or may not buy that much, I mean, we knew we was gonna spend quite a bit down there. I don't know, it just seems like it never ends.
See where we're at, see if we can still do it to make sure everybody gets gravel. I mean, that's something that is a must, isn't it?
A lot of these roads, yeah, we have to, otherwise we're just never, we're having them all in here more complaining about. That's like some of these other little side roads, and that people are like, oh, we need gravel up there, but I mean. Where they're non-maintaining that, it's pretty tough to, gravel.
You're going, like,
Where's your little report? I wonder if it does it by object number. Your report that you got from Becky. Okay, there we go. I couldn't find it. And 2,000. 210.
I guess if we do buy some more gravel, that maybe we'll emphasize, on when we're gonna pay them, cause they just keep calling me, Paul keeps saying that they, they need to be paid, and I said, well, I know. But
For the gravel roads.
And I know that, but we just use, we just got done with Weaver's materials, it's not like.
We only did
Well, we can't do it till the new budget year, and they need to understand this, that it has to be paid out of the new fiscal year,
We just get,
because it's for fiscal 26. Moan and groan and get your money. I guess to make the understanding, knowing next year it will be paid out of fiscal year 27, which is in July, and what we're paying now
It's
is July, yeah.
yeah, cause it's dry, fine, it's not,
Just whiners.
I couldn't
Yeah,
figure
it's
out
not like we're not gonna.
what this was, but it's by vendor, yours is by vendor. Your list is by vendor. So now I get it. Okay. 390, good job, Becky.
What, for?
The roller out of a special purchase thing, professional service.
at least Don's getting some stuff he can work with in the courthouse.
Say that again.
At least Don's getting some stuff he can work with in the courthouse. He
Yeah.
had that backpack vacuum, this one, that's pretty cool.
That's.
Very cool. I'm like, I want one.
Yeah,
You know, those for my house.
Stuff
Well, I
around.
think that backpack, is that a new one?
I think so.
I think so.
Cause there was one there before
Oh,
that
it
nobody
was.
liked using.
Oh,
Yeah, I think he got a new one when he started. Yeah. It looked new.
$795, 139, $795,139 were spent for expenditures, county expenditures for the month of July. All funds. FYI.
is that a lot?
Uh-uh. No, it's only almost $1 million. Yeah, $500,000.
Oh, crap. I just said.
I just thought, no, I
5,000.
was being informative.
No.
So yeah, if we use that, they come in that dust guard comes 40 ton, 42 ton, whatever, that's $6,200 a whack. Especially
Yeah.
right now, if we're gonna go up on Georgetown and do that.
How much tons does it take to,
Not sure, it depends on how they dilute it and everything.
They're doing
He
it.
tries to make it, but he's mixing it heavy.
well, if you have to, you have to, right?
Otherwise, we waste them.
Gotta do what you gotta do. So looking at this, and we have 2 more payments for our intercap loans on the, equipment that we purchased. And so that's not counting this one here that we're paying. So then we'll only have 1 piece of equipment. And so it'll turn around where we won't be needing Pilt, and we're trying to get Salters is what with the road. So,
Yeah.
and you're looking at $100,000 a year payments on that. So. Unfortunately, it is what it is, and we'll probably always have to supplement road. Their value is not the same as countywide value.
Mhm.
And it's more expensive than it was 20 years ago. Where they could have $1 million at the end of their budget year. Left. then the commissioners would say, put some bubble gum on it. That'll keep it together. Did you find out who it was? No. Did you ask?
Wait, actually not.
I think that was a good discussion with the treasurer today.
Yeah.
With who?
Treasurer.
Oh, man. I don't remember ever telling her not to come in for budget. They're saying that. Cause I always,
Have you told her not to come in for the vote?
yes, that's why I asked her, what do you laugh about? She said, well, you told me not to come in for budget. I'm like, I don't remember saying that, cause I always like it when they come in, cause then they explain what they want, what they need. I don't remember that.
We said it here
No,
in public. Like at the show of the day,
a year
or
ago.
go listen to the recording.
That's no big deal, it's just. I've always liked that and that, to see them what they, and then their notes and stuff, like Carol used to always write us a note and stuff, like, I don't know. Makes it a lot easier than guessing.
There's the one for a roller. Or no, RDO, that was a belly dump. Belly dump gonna come out of,
RDO.
yeah, do you want that, and something, they just have it under road. 3,300. Want that out of the.
Okay, the 33, yeah, no, that needs to come out of 390, she got that right. And that's the last time, right? We'll be doing that?
Yeah, they should finish up here too. No,
Well, we'll have this one.
yeah,
So too.
cause we're gonna have to use one on the Georgetown Road Act, we're gonna
Yeah.
do that. So we'll have another
Yeah.
month here. But
Yeah.
they're 6,000 or whatever it is a month, but
We're at like 18,000 by the time we're done, or.
But I mean, just on Georgetown, another month up, just say, we've gotta keep it, there's, how much does it cost to run it, and then the mag and the gravel and. I think that safety thing that you will come in and talk about for you, I think that's pretty,
That's a good idea.
with the stuff going on in that, cause that buzzer, I don't know how good that even works. I don't think it's tested a lot, I think they do, and then some of them didn't, I don't.
Yeah, they all got swapped and some worked, some didn't.
Are those the right dates?
Oh. No, that's what it should have been, I should have, I don't know why I wrote 4.
Alright, I'll let it, when I give it to you, a file, you can change them and give them to us.
So it'd be 6, right?
Yeah, for June.
Yeah, let's see. I have it in my book, I can show her.
Okay.
What's that for?
Oh, me
Yeah,
and my,
you had the wrong
my,
date.
that I put 4 instead of 6,
She's like, are these the right dates? The right dates,
Sure,
right?
you know. Did you get a note?
Yeah, I got it.
That's fine.
Did you initial it? So looking at expenditures for the road, your busiest and your most expensive times are in the summer, right?
Right.
Through that one cycle, and then toward the end of the year, it's, you don't have as many.
Now, the biggest expenditure then is just fuel. Was found. I can't, 3,000, it runs about 3,000 or 3,400 a month. Up here, and then another 3,000 down there better, so no, we don't have that big mag chloride.
Yeah.
and We have to get, we salt, we got a bunch left over from last year, so we shouldn't get hit too bad on the salt this year, should find out. That's gonna be, that's.
So now we'll have two very good belly dams, right?
If
Do we have
find any-
One new one and we're getting another new one, or was it
Or
a
a
used
good,
one?
or a good used one or something, you know.
A used
I might
one.
have a lead,
Like-
They told me to start looking, you know.
Yeah.
I might have a lead on a belly dumper too. A guy from Deer Lodge. Hopefully I'll have more information. You might know the guy, I don't know, I can't remember what his name is, but. Yeah, buddy is doing the work over there, and this one guy he's doing the work for, he's selling all his equipment and everything, he's got 2 belly dumps there, he's gonna double check to make sure it's. Something that they would look at.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me know, maybe they.
So I'm like, oh. Lead, I think I know that, let Scott know, and run over there, and he knows more about trucks and trailers than I do.
Guy could run over and look and see what.
I told him, like, oh, we're only trying to look for like 20,000, but all I won't. It won't be 20,000, no, so, but he said he thinks they're in pretty good condition, so. He was gonna double check.
What's this, on this? Oh,
That one for?
that Overstreet, he's, he can help out.
Oh, that's that letter. That we read last week for Adriana when she.
Not really working, oh, Overstreet. What's OPMA?
Cause filed suit, she filed the thing. And the letter from Blaine showing the response
Oh,
to, cause he pulled himself out of it because of that, but we read it last week.
so expensive one.
Because,
The money.
let me see that.
For that or for other, when you walk through these cities?
Yep. Oh, there's a criminal docket, if you fill in council.
Yeah, I see it. Oh, was that just for that though?
But
Or is it when he filled in for, when Blake was gone for a week?
this right here. So there's only 0.2 for the criminal docket, and criminal docket 5.5. And then 1.4.8, 1.4.8, so 10.1 hours, yeah. Why did Blaine say?
Why he's.
Text him.
that work?
And then
Yep.
remember, she's suing us, she put complaint against us,
Yeah. I guess.
and he said this is too bad.
There'll probably be another one after today, huh?
Yeah, I'm sure.
So they're on a diesel bill? Is there $800 charge to Fairmont?
That's Blaine when he went over to that.
Oh, okay, all right.
Attorney's
County
conference.
attorney conference.
County attorney.
Yeah, he's over there swimming.
Dolphins,
Playing golf, I was like,
swimming.
well, maybe we should have a commissioner deal over at Fairmont, and I can golf and swim too.
I should call him down and say, hey, look, what's in your claim over there, come on. Remember, he had that background thing too, he was kind of like
Oh, yeah.
Jeremiah, they better get that background stuff trying to cover up.
Alright, there's the roller one.
Roll drum, yep, got it right. Has the courthouse gotten their fiber yet?
I think so.
Fibered,
Yeah,
are
I
we
think,
fibered now?
yeah, I think we're fibered. I think a couple weeks ago it got put in. Yeah.
Can you notice a difference? Not really.
I mean, I don't really have an issue in here, but some days it'll be better than others, but it seems fast. Sarah might be a good one to ask. But yeah, I think it got put in a couple weeks ago. Phone still rings.
Your phone still ringing?
Oh, no, but it still works.
Oh.
I hear a birdie.
Mm-hmm.
The bird.
I should. I should. Look at all the squirrels and.
Leave the window open, bird.
Yeah. So I do leave them open at night and I'm like, probably not.
Right.
Just cracked like this, so I mean, nothing crazy, but
Chipmunk.
yeah, chipmunk. I'm waiting to walk in and yeah, something's running at me. And I don't know what I do. Scream, shut the door. Work from home. Be calling you. There's a chipmunk in here.
Hold on.
I called Don first. I go find him. He'd be here. He'd be somewhere.
Just get, what's his face from growing, smash him like I smashed
Yeah.
skunks.
The skunk updates.
So. This is where for the dams up, I did say real quickly, so. For the fiscal year of this year, we have to come up with 272,000 for the game.
Just for that. Just for
Just
that,
for that.
and
That would be all the stuff they do. Yeah, and like, it'll be like another 60,000 or whatever. 27.
and you're looking at expenditures for,
This is from that HDR. The assessment or the, whatever it's gonna be. You know, I had to do the blanket somewhere.
so yeah, and then we have professional services with Great West. And yeah, it's,
I'd entertain a motion on the claims again.
I would make a motion to accept the claims for the accounting period of July 25.
I second.
Public comment? Being none, all in favor?
Aye.
I guess on the other note, I recommend we just stay at stage 1 for fire update, the drain goes down, I'm good.
Do we need to stay at stage 1? We don't have to make a motion. Okay, stage 1.
I guess we can go ahead and adjourn, Brenda.
Okay.